Star
Hello to
Trek.
everybody.
Yeah,
No.
play Shrek.
Alright, I think this should be okay. Let's see. Audio levels are all good. Somebody say something.
Hello.
Cool. Alright. Awesome. Hello and welcome, everybody, all of you fellow players, and everybody watching this at home, at work, wherever you might be, on the surface of Mars, who knows? On YouTube or on Twitch. We're here with Shiny Boys session 24 on a Wednesday. Wowee! That's kind of weird.
It's a
kind of
Wednesday,
bizarre.
my dude.
It's a Wednesday, my dudes. It is.
Shut up.
And I think it's a Wednesday almost everywhere in the world as well, so it works out pretty nicely. I have come up with a way, so I don't have any maps this session, so I'm not going to be giving the shout out this time because I can't be using any. But I just came up with, I had a Jimmy Neutron brain blast moment, right? If I need to make a map, I'm just going to we'll take a break whenever there's going to be a map scene coming up. If I need to make one, which there is one room. If you enter one place, then I will need to actually draw up a quick map. I'll draw it up on this. And I'll use a pencil to move everybody around. It's gonna be old school, man.
That's just me now. That's my regular game now, my regular setup.
All mind theatre.
And I can just be look, and I can just hold it up to the camera, and be you are over here. Although with the webcam filter, I might need to turn it off to make the webcam more
Oh, the sky is so
more clear, I guess. But anyway, we're here and we're ready. Would you all please roll some recap rolls for me, if you'd be so kind?
Oh god.
12.
That would be the closest to 9.
5.
Oh, we're evenly
3.
placed.
1, 5, 15.
3.
So is that between
I think 12
Emma
is
and
closer
Louis?
to 9.
No, 5 is
12's
4
closer
away
to
and
9.
12 is 4 away.
10,
No, 5
11,
is
12.
wait, closest to what? Closest to 9.
12 is closer
right?
to 9.
Yeah, 12 is
Yeah.
closer by 1.
Oh shit,
Really,
yeah.
your maths is so good. I'm so proud
I know,
of you.
I can count, I can
I didn't
count
even-
3.
I didn't even catch that. I was just yes.
I'm
Oh my
happy
god.
that usually my maths is quite on point. I'm putting it as I
I got
sat
a bad
down
6 for my
to
math.
about half an hour.
Surprising.
Okay. So, here is what happened.
Go
Now,
for it.
everyone. It all started with a dream. A dream of having a little pet tiger in Dungeons and Dragons. You see, everyone has the one thing that they really want. And I wanted a little pet tiger. So I asked Thomas, and in his mercy, he gave it to me. And I brought it everywhere. I cared for it. I taught it how to pounce on things. I often forgot it and then wrote that off by saying it was in my staff the entire time. But that doesn't matter. It was in my heart. So we go to this weird green place, which isn't the Feywild, which is some bullshit. And we see this old man. I thought we could save him. I was fucking wrong. He was the demon, the evil one, the big bad the entire time. Well, he actually wasn't. There was a big stone golem thingy that came and attacked us. And we ran up to it valiantly to protect this man. And do you know what he did? He tried to kill my fucking tiger. And all pretty much succeeded. And it was all you, Thomas. Your master plan. Anyway, that happened, and then we defeated the thing, and then the guy actually came up to us and seemed to be quite agreeable and tried to show us a whole bunch of stuff and told us about the island. And then we found this statue which seemed to have some bizarre history to it, which, I mean, I made notes, but they're very far down in my notes page on my iPad. We investigated it a bit, and then he was like, you can go to this temple where there's some stone golems, or you can go to this lava tower. So we decided to go to the lava tower. And that's where we are now. And that's basically it. Thomas.
I agree with the chat. Poor tiger.
Yeah. All I wanted was Tiny Fury by my side till the end of my days, till level 20.
All I wanted was Shu by my side, but she keeps getting forgotten.
I wrote This is not the time.
Wrong world.
This is the time for Thomas to be on blast. Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah, now I'm the one. I'm here. I'm here in the DM seat. So please blast away at me verbally as I literally blast you with my NPCs.
Do not give me that permission. You do not know the power.
It's gonna be good. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all the important information. The only other thing that I might quickly mention is that you guys found some stuff in the tower that you've ended up at before you took, I think, all of you took long rests and took watches and stuff, and nothing eventful happened during any of those watches. You found 2 healing potions, or potions of healing, I should say. An uncut sapphire gemstone, and let me just check exactly how much it was worth.
I think I have that.
Price of
A
gold is
flask
100.
of rare oil worth about 250 gold.
That's what I got.
Yeah. So the gemstone, I think Core has that. One of the healing potions was given to Jade, and one was given to Tamar, I think. I checked with Ayla on that before the session because I
Just in case he
forgot
tried to
where.
target my cat again.
Yeah. And I don't know who has the oil. I forgot again.
Isn't
I
it for
don't-
Judy?
Okay,
Oh.
cool. Drudy is
Okay, cool.
fine with taking the
Right,
oils.
I
Yeah.
thought it was
I wanted to-
Which makes, I mean, it makes sense that Drudy eventually will maybe be able to cast reincarnation.
Oh yeah.
Yes. The fun
Ooh.
spell.
Or did you want to put the oil in my unholy hat?
Oh no.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna
Drudy
say
does not trust Baron, so Drudy will take the oils.
Thomas, what sort of healing potion was it?
It was just a regular potion of healing.
Thank you.
So you have one, and Tamar has one, and I've added that to Tamar's inventory as well.
Are we level 6?
8. You should be whatever level you are on your character sheets. I think it's 6, right?
Yeah, level 6.
Haven't
Yeah,
leveled
it's
yet.
six.
Just confirming.
Yeah. So don't worry.
It's like
Character
handwritten.
sheets have not been invalidated just yet. Was there anything else? I guess important points to note, to keep in mind, I guess, is that I don't know if there was any. If you want to go over, I can like reiterate any of the quote unquote important information that the old man mentioned. If there's anything you want to clarify, especially regarding his friend, who supposedly can maybe question mark cast reincarnation as well.
Oh yeah, that was that.
So that's the thing. And he's not moving. I don't know if there's anything else that you want to go over, but if there's any other important information, we can go back and I can have a look at that. A lot of my notes for this session are just like check the previous 2 sessions for notes on this thing with like additional notes underneath, as well as new areas and stuff. So this is gonna be fun. Anyway, with that, to bring you all into the narrative, welcome back. It is now the morning, and you find yourselves now collected together in this tower surrounded by lava, a giant lava moat 100 feet across. And you sit here, whether you're in the tower itself or checking out the surroundings now, getting yourselves together, making this place a little bit more homely, cleaning it up, because I remember that you guys mentioned that you wanted to make it a bit more like a home while you were staying there, maybe as a base, who knows? It's possible. Seems like this place is generally very calm, there's not a lot of mobs or enemies in the nearby area, and that's something that you all kind of gained knowledge of through your watches and surveying of the area in general when you walked here. The air is fresh, the sky is a stale blue, once again, very much unlike a real sky, more like a sort of sky that you would paint as a beginner sort of artist, having put no detail into it whatsoever. No clouds, no sunshine, it's just a blue, and it's kind of glowing sort of faintly and lighting up as the morning sort of sets in. And you find yourselves here. Yes.
Is it MS Paint Blue?
It could be, yes, and now that you mentioned that, it is, and that's
Oh no.
we're retroactively deciding that it's
When will the
MS Paint
tragedy
Blue.
end?
It's a very blue sky. It's actually almost abhorrently blue.
No, it's abhorrently blue. No,
Abhorrently blue. I'm offended by the sky.
I look at it. I look up at it with distaste, and I hold my tiger close to me.
You find yourselves there. Tamara's with you, and I guess okay. One sort of thing. I'll just go over the locations that you're aware of that you all found out about from before. You are currently east of where you originally started, east of the clearing. We'll say that the clearing is like your starting point. So east of there is where you're now, the tower with the moat of lava. To the west, you saw there was another sort of smaller building with 2 clay golems in the area, kind of like pacing around it. Not really patrolling the area, but just sort of wandering around and about in that sort of zone. Then to the south, there's a hole beneath like the canopy, like in the ground of some kind. I think he discovered it. And then to the north of that as well, seems like there's a sort of familiar looking path leading up a sort of hilly area surrounded by a whole lot of stone golems, a lot of trees, and it seems to vaguely, but not quite exactly, match the terrain of the temple that Jade, I guess, what's the right word for it? Awoke at? Once lived at.
Once occupied.
Once occupied.
Once adorned the halls of.
Yes. that kind of rests there. Now, you can't see a temple from where you are here, from your surveying initially. It seems as though it's just kind of surrounded in trees, but that sort of area seems to kind of vaguely resemble that sort of area. And with that, you're free to roam. What would you like to do? You've got a bit of... Where you are right now, there's kind of a clearing where there's not a lot of trees. And I think I mentioned this last session, it looks like the trees that were around probably burned down as a result of growing too close to the lava moat. So it's a lot of like debris and charred wood on the ground around your area, but not a whole lot of trees until you walk a little bit further out. Past your point, in any direction, there's going to be a little bit of forest.
So we've just woken up.
Well, yeah, you've either just woken up or you've been up for a little bit, however long. It's early morning at this point. And the world is your oyster.
Early morning is not fun.
Cora's still asleep.
Well, technically the dome is our oyster. But...
Varen wakes up
True.
early, does a face mask,
Yes,
does his makeup for the day,
oh my god.
and dresses in his usual flashy clothes.
Alright, roll for me a
Slept
performance
naked
check. How well do you do? How does your makeup look today?
It's always on point, I'm telling ya.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Oh wait, I don't need advantage because I got plus 11. Thank you. So I got 28. You're welcome.
On point.
I'm always beautiful.
Amazing.
Always.
I'm always beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Tamar's there as well. He's woken up as well, and he's wandering around kind of sleepily. He doesn't look like the type of person who's really... He doesn't look like a morning sort of person. Generally with his sort of routine of running, or kind of running around about at night, and into the very early mornings in Capital, you get the impression that he's probably more of a night owl, but he's up, and he's ready. He's kind of sleepy and looking at all of you.
I turn to him and I say, "You don't look like a morning person."
No, that's because I'm not.
Oh, I see. And then I turn away.
That was
Good
great
chat.
conversation. Yeah.
Okay, so... where's Cora?
Sleeping in the comfiest, warmest spot in the room.
Of course, he is here.
Okay.
The comfiest, warmest spot in the room, I have decided, is going to be nestled between Tiny Fury, who I have delivered onto him as a little a little what's it?
Yes.
Hot water bottle.
Hot water bottle.
Yeah. And wherever the warmest actual part of the room is.
Okay, he's gonna walk up
I'm
to
gonna
Cora and
keep
like shake him.
mentioning this cat, Thomas. I'm never gonna stop.
If you'd like to do stuff with Tiny Fury, by the way, then at any
I
point feel
intend
free.
to every NPC that you like. No, I'm fine.
No, but more so, if you want to take time out of like any day to do like training or anything like that, like agility training, then that'll help. Like there's a certain, I guess, time scale that I have written down for how long it'll take for Tiny Fury to grow. But if you do like training stuff with Tiny Fury, then that'll like speed up the process in certain ways.
I want to ride Tiny Fury when
One
they're a
day.
big cat.
Still small,
One day.
but look, he's getting bigger. Tiny Fury is growing. He looks
We walk
noticeably
Tiny
bigger.
King. We know how long they're small and cute. Or before they become ferocious murder beasts.
Huge.
Beautiful ferocious
Still cute,
murder
though.
beasts.
It seems like a while
Exactly.
ago when you were
I
carrying
love
Tiny
her.
Fury with you, he fit very, very easily into your bag, but it's getting harder and harder to like squash him into there. You're noticing it.
That's a fun fun.
It's like
Get it? It's getting harder. These
Yeah.
stone.
it's getting harder, very literally.
Okay.
But anyway, okay, Tamar's gonna try wake you up, Core.
I'm gonna say like piss off and roll over.
Boy, wake up. Where are we going? What's the plan?
Why are you asking me? Ask Jade.
No, okay, I have to be
Hello.
awake. You have to be awake too. You brought me here. We're in this together. He's not laughing, by the way.
Core sits up. He is not happy to be awake before like 10:30. He's like, if
Yeah,
you
I know
weren't
the
on
feeling.
murder list.
He kind of chuckles at that. And with that, he looks at the rest of you kind of expectantly.
Well, I think we need to find a way out
Mhm.
into the Feywild, or a way to figure out how that statue works to get the reincarnation powers. We need the reincarnation regardless. If we can get it here without having to go to the Feywild, I think that's it.
But Feywild vacation sounds great.
If we can make
Just
it there and back guaranteed, before Dariel's time expires, then I agree. It could be a nice
Certainly.
break.
I mean, it might even be worth going to the Feywild afterwards. Anyway, even if we do get the reincarnation spell, just to see what's going on with these teleportation circles.
See, that's a
Either
good
way.
idea. A rare.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait!
I think.
You went robot, but I understood
Yeah.
what you were saying.
You guys all went
Yeah.
robot on mages then.
Oh, you riveted
think- I
after
don't
all
know-
this.
I don't know how good my connect. Oh, it's because I'm on that Wi-Fi. Okay, this might freak things out.
Should be okay. You seem okay now. It was just like a one-off little,
Oh,
sort of like a...
now?
little-
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
you're
you
fine now.
went robot
Hmm.
for like half a second.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
Hmm.
okay.
But it seems
Um,
all G.
I think I got the vibe. And I turn to Baron and I say, I also hear that their skin products in the Feywild are fantastic.
Oh,
We're all
From
beautiful.
Paul, I heard this, yes.
obviously.
This is
You
canon
know,
and this is truth.
I source all of mine from the Feywild. Anyway,
Um,
Hey, wild.
Feywild.
Wild.
What I
It is
was
the world
trying-
of the Fae, though. That's true.
Yes. What I was trying to say was, since we know that old fart's companion is probably of the same typing as our friend Jade here, I reckon that temple might provide us some answers.
Or Jade could kiss him and try and wake him up. Sleeping Beauty style.
I have no interest
would-
in such things.
Where would he kiss him?
Nowhere. Would never happen in any universe. You see.
Core looks like he's contemplating it. Like,
Can you imagine if in my
Well,
DM
it-
notes are actually like, Jade has to kiss the statue to wake it up.
It would be one of the. It would be like the kiss of life. That is the only. No.
oh, Jade.
No.
Core reaches up, pats his cheek.
He just has a moment,
Hey.
like clutches a wall.
Think about it.
His weakness has been found. The concept of affection.
Jade, think about it. A kiss is nothing but an action. There is no meaning behind it because you have no sexual inclinations. Which means, from doing this kiss, what you are doing is doing a great service. If this brings us the answer to Dariel's reincarnation, think about it.
That was a great performance.
Yeah.
Jade is now functioning in a corner, rocking back and forwards, quite literally, because he's a statue made of stone. This is fine. This is
So where are we
fine.
going?
Yes.
Well,
we
Virginie, what do you
kissing
think
the
we should do?
So,
I thought we were kissing the statue.
cool.
Are we all kissing the statue now? Look, I would like to veto
I-
that decision.
Do I?
I'll go
It's
first.
okay.
It makes you feel better. I don't
How
care.
about let's look at the temple first, and then you can kiss the statue. It doesn't mean anything. It is
Isn't
just...
the temple surrounded by murderous golems?
Yes.
Which makes it slightly less appealing, in my
Well,
opinion,
there
than
is
kissing a statue.
the other building, which is just guarded by the two clay golems.
From
as well.
my
Or no
perspective,
golems, except the one that Jade has to kiss.
from my perspective, the approaching of the murderous temple and the kissing of a thing are equally repulsive, you see. So I'm struggling. But this one will hurt less of you. If
This one
Core
will
tells me
hurt
to
less
do
of
it, I
you.
will do it.
Think
Because
about
I
it.
trust Core.
You are merely touching another being.
Is
With
this your
lips,
first kiss, Jade?
But it is just touching. It is nothing. It doesn't
Aw.
mean anything.
Yeah, but Baron, it's his first kiss.
So, there is a first time for everything. A kiss is nothing but another action.
Not always, Baron.
Fun fact, I
True.
haven't had my first kiss either.
I don't
What?
believe
Oh,
that
I'm
for one
surprised.
moment.
That's the character choice for Baron. Strong power move. I will do. If we do, we really think this? Are you messing with me?
I think Core might be messing with you.
No, I actually think it's kind of a fun idea.
If Core does it, I'll do it.
Yeah, I don't mind.
If we have a concrete plan, then I'll come along, I guess.
Okay.
So you heading back? Okay, sweet.
It's really kind of funny. Oh no!
No.
Why?
Okay, so y'all get ready. You get all your stuff together, and you make your way out of your new base. How do you make it back over the lava moat?
I do a long jump because I'm long.
Can you long
I
jump 100
fly.
feet?
Oh no, I can't fly.
No, I can't.
Alright,
Well-
it's 100 feet across.
Bad news, everyone. Throughout the night, Baron decided to get rid of his conjuring animal spell.
Wait, okay, question though. Can bards do that?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So if you want
No,
to,
Can bards change out their spells?
yeah, okay. So
Can
if anybody wants to change their spells, that's all cool. You can change any spell that you would know, so long as you just change it during any long rest for any spellcasters.
Okay.
But this also, I just remembered something quick. With your spells, make sure you keep track of which ones are concentration and which ones are not, because I
Yep,
think
I
in
know.
the last battle you used 2 concentration spells at the same time, and I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
for-
my bad. No.
And also how
I'm
long
sure I
they
did not.
stay out for is also important.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, all G. Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
flew across that. Okay.
Yeah.
Tamara
Well,
looks
it
at you
like
all.
we can't go kiss the statues. I guess we'll go back upstairs. Jade, stop.
Let me see what I have. Hold on.
Shiny Voice 24. We are stuck in the tower.
Not in a mode of lava.
We have a little arts and craft. We're in quarantine. It's too real.
Oh
We're a
my
little
god.
arts and crafts fest. We all go insane at about 4 p.m.
I want to see what I have. I'm just loading the page.
Alright, this will be fun. Let's see. Let's get creative.
We
What
go
does
full
Tamara
on
have?
mist and start like killing each other.
Who's first to go? Judy kills Baron
Tamara-
first.
Tamara can't do anything actually. He can
Yeah.
just like attack shit, and that's it.
What
We make
can
our
I
own
do?
religion at 5 p.m.
Say again. What about?
I have.
Oh my god, I have a pillar bangle. Can that get me somewhere?
You have a what? What?
I have a
Hey.
pillar bangle.
Yeah, I can also
Oh.
do it in the.
Yeah, with the stone.
If the
Stone
stone,
wall.
which
Stone
then
wall.
means Core could do it. Did we see any stone structures around?
Imagine if we emerged out of one of the golems.
Keep in
Imagine
mind.
if we
there's
went
a
right into
space
the
limit.
stone temple from here. We just had like a peek
Yeah.
inside and left. This is
I
Jade.
thought we were going to kiss the.
We can try that afterwards.
But true, you guys do have the pillars.
Wait, how far is the distance?
For the pillars?
No, up across the lava.
It's 100 feet across the lava.
Cool, I can do that, but I can only take one of you.
I think we both know who's going.
Tiny Fury.
Alright, so I can take Jade to go kiss the statue. If that doesn't work. You guys are chill to stay here and do some arts and crafts, right?
It's alright.
Arts and crafts.
Please do not leave us in a ring of lava. That is
I
not.
don't mind.
Alright,
Baron-
Judy, what is your solution? Share.
I would also not like to be left here alone, or well, without the entire party present. I think that might be
I
dangerous.
throw a bit of. Is there a bit of loose rock on the ground?
Yeah, there's like little bits of rubble and stuff.
Can I just chuck a bit of it in the lava and see what happens?
Yeah, sure. So you pick
I
up...
do that.
Okay, sweet. You pick up a rock, small size rock. You chuck it into the lava, and the lava kind of, makes a sort of hissing noise as the cool surface of the rock makes contact with the very hot surface of the lava, and it starts to sort of sink fairly quickly into the lava itself, and it's
Jade, I think
submerged.
you hurt the rock.
It was already broken.
Well, to be fair, I mean, lava is really just liquid rock, isn't it? Essentially.
It has been donated to the master brain.
The master
I like that.
Okay. Anyway, it submerges.
Okay, so
Wasn't there a boulder by the lake that we came out of? What's the
Yes.
distance thing?
That is very far away.
Ah.
Too far for the
Does
pillar.
anyone have a bow, a longbow? Because I have arrows, and for some reason I don't have a bow.
Let me see.
I have an axe, I have a javelin, crowbar. That's about it.
A javelin. A javelin could work. I take his javelin. Anyone else? I'm very,
I have-
very. You?
I have rope.
I have many
Okay.
crystals.
All
I have
right.
a
Well.
dagger.
Okay. So what I want to happen then is for Core and Baron to have a dagger bedazzling session where they just make some nice arts and crafts. And then, Driti, can I borrow your rope?
Yes.
Okay. I start doing my best to tie the rope with anyone who has any, like... I'm looking around to everyone to see if anybody... Cool!
I'm very good at tying knots.
I pass the knot, the rope. This is in canon, therefore
Mhm.
he is amazing at it, and it happens. Right?
Established, and
Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
that's true.
It's the best Girl Scout guide knots you've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I would like you to affix the end of this rope to this javelin, please.
No problem.
Thank you.
He starts doing it.
Cool. And now I'm looking for like some tree, some secure looking ground.
There are no trees nearby, as I mentioned
Rude.
earlier. There is, however, lots of ground on the other side of the moat.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. And what I'm thinking is fun zip line.
Okay,
Nice.
you want something to throw the javelin into to be able to... Oh, you want to like tie it to something where you are and then throw it
Yeah.
across and... Oh, okay, I get you. Roll for me your choice of survival, perception, investigation. Check.
Let me check. Survival.
I'd rather just wait till Baron can conjure animals again.
I was gonna say, can I assist with a survival or perception?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
perception.
So you can both have a look, and I'll let one of you roll with advantage. So, Jade, go for it.
I have a +6.
Damn, I
17.
totally regret this.
17 on
Yes.
which check?
Perception.
Perception. Alright, so you walk around the little area and you have a look around. You do notice very quickly, and it's not a very long trip around the tower, that there are no trees to be found anywhere nearby on the other side of this moat. However, you do notice that the ground on the other side seems to be soft enough that maybe a javelin could lodge its way into there, and there is a lot of debris around in general. There's a lot of burned down trees and logs kind of sitting on your side and the other side as well. If you'd like to aim for one of those, then that might
If
be
you
a possible
can't tell
solution.
by my dancing, I figured it out.
Alright, go for it. What do you want to do?
I want to first secure a bit of rope to something really, really secure here. Like
Sure.
some of the stone in the tower, like the door, something like that.
Yeah, sure. There's going to be like a protruding rock from the ground that you can even secure it to, maybe. Like you can just tie it around that very tightly if you'd like to.
Hey, that's good. I do that.
Mhm.
And then I hand it to Tamar.
He takes it.
I want you to... What? I'm going... Wait, okay, let me
Could you
explain to Cor.
Explain.
Cor,
Oh, okay. I don't
you
understand.
can take one person with you, yes? So, I think we should go, wait on the other side. He throws that at me. I grab it out of the air, because I have this power. Before it hits me. Because I can do that.
I
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will.
Oh.
I am a strong stone. And that's it. And they will just then figure out their own way across.
but it doesn't
Using
have
the rope.
Using the rope.
Probably
we
will
will
make it
hold it
across.
secure. And they can go
You
shuffle,
and
shuffle.
Tamar.
You take me across. Tamar has the javelin. Tamar throws the javelin at me. I catch it. I hold on to it. Maybe you help. And then they come across. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
You have
like
to
a
trust
good
Tamar
idea.
to tie knots.
You could do it right now.
I could do it right now.
I trust you to tie knots.
Alright, I'm gonna find something to tie the rope onto.
Alright, there's like protruding, there's like stones and stuff protruding from the ground. Some of them are shaped in such a way where you could tie like a knot around it pretty tightly.
Perhaps Baron, you should do a face mask while he works.
Or
I
even like
know.
the door or whatever. There'll be a fixture somewhere where you can tie it.
I'll find something to tie.
If there's not enough rope, I also have a lot of rope as well, which I can.
How many feet
Donate.
of rope is there
I have
actually?
50 feet, and I think Driti would have 50 feet.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah. So we can tie.
Okay, yeah, alright. So if the moat is 100 feet across, you either have to tie it to something right at the edge of the moat, or one of you would have to hang over the
Anyone else have?
moat just a little bit, probably.
Does anybody else have rope? Core definitely has rope. Come on.
Oh, wait, I have
has
50 feet of
shibari
rope.
rope,
Oh, never mind.
but-
Tamar has 50 feet of rope. He would contribute that.
Cool.
You have 150
Cool.
feet total. It's easy. You can totally make it across safely.
I don't think shibari rope would have done it anyway.
Tamara looks at the knot with a sort of familiar gaze.
Thomas, you cringe and then you make it worse. You're like Emma.
Yes.
I'm just like,
But I feel like I'm over it now. Whereas Thomas, you're still in.
He's finding his feet, yeah.
it's the combination. It's like, you have the two sides. You have the ah, and then the side. I'm just gonna find the right balance.
Winnie looks so disturbed.
I am disturbed.
Good. This is payback for Baron's character's existence as a whole. Alright. Alright, so, how do you do this? Go. Tell me. You're bringing Jade across. How are you doing this?
I have to dimension door him.
Alright. You do that.
I link arms with Jade and we go.
Alright, how does it look? How does your dimension door spell look when you cast it?
You know, like Fairy Godmother in Shrek 2, who like poofs around with like
yeah.
big smoke. That's what Core does.
Okay, that's cool. So you poof over to the other side, and you appear in like a cloud of magical smoke, and you're there. You and Jade on the other side. Tamara's gonna get ready, and he's going to throw the javelin, and he can throw
I'm
it
ready.
He can throw it 120 feet. So he's gonna
I
stand
duck just in case.
pretty close. I'll just let him throw it, and I'm gonna roll to see if this beats.
We want him to hit.
Yeah,
Is the thing.
yeah. So I'm gonna
really
roll
want him
to
to
hit. So this is the way we're gonna do it. He's gonna roll to hit you, and if you're prepared, you can catch it out of the air. If his
I
throw,
am ready.
yeah,
I have deflect missiles, which means I can. If anything's coming at me, you can just grab it.
yeah. So you can just grab it out of the air. However, if he misses, I'll get you to make an athletics check or something to see if you can catch it.
Please make it acrobatic. No,
Acrobatics?
I can't stop you. Because I'm not seeing. I mean, I didn't. See
Any
anything.
sort of dex-based check is fine with me, and if you're prepared for it, you can do it with advantage, so you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right, because this is all part of the plan. Nothing is going.
All right, then I crouch Usain Bolt style with a hand in the air, like ready.
All right, he's gonna get ready. He's gonna attempt to throw the thing. Hold on, actions. Okay.
I roll a d10. Wait, no, wait.
He's not very good at this. Look, Tamara historically has not thrown very well. I think like maybe two of his attacks total.
Weapon if it helps.
Say again.
It's a dex weapon if it helps.
Yes. What do you mean?
Okay. I don't know. I'm just saying. If it
I know.
helps. If he's better at finesse weapons. I don't
His
know.
dex is actually not his strong point, despite like that's one of his weaker
Okay,
stats.
I believe
He's a
you.
strong boy.
Sure.
He's
What is
strong.
he? What is
It's a 13 to hit.
No. All right, I'm ready.
All right, make your acrobatics check for me with advantage. So he throws it,
Okay.
and it's like arcing to the left of you.
To justify acrobatics, I do a cartwheel to the left.
All right, you make it look snazzy.
Oh, okay. 25.
Yeah, you catch it, man.
Okay. Wait, that was the wrong dice. You still. Oh, okay. Wait. You still have to roll damage. Is the thing, and I just minus the damage from it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Even if oh, because you're rolling into it. Yeah,
Half
okay.
of it, so, yeah.
That's gonna be
Goodbye,
in that
good
case, not very much.
Yeah.
It's not very much at all. That is 6 points of damage.
I take no damage
Okay,
because I rolled a 9 on the dice.
easy.
Ooh, ooh, I believe you.
Alright.
Okay.
You catch it out of the air after your cartwheel, and you've got it in your
Yes.
hand. And with that, you can all make it across if you'd like to.
I pull it tight. Core, will you assist me?
I think I would be to your detriment if I did.
Moral support.
He pats Jade.
There we go.
All right. As you get pat, you pull it just ever so slightly more tightly than you would have otherwise. And everybody, I'm gonna get you to make checks to see if you can make it across without falling into the lava.
Thomas.
So for everybody climbing, I'm gonna get
Can I
you to roll.
Can I prepare something just in case someone does?
Yeah, sure.
Where is it? I'm gonna prepare levitate in case.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, I dropped my die. It fell and rolled all the way away from me.
Because then we can chuck them a rope and just pull them over.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
true.
can just hold onto the rope
Yeah.
and like pull themselves.
Like a balloon.
Alright,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna get everybody who's
Oh,
crossing
a helium balloon. Oh, we're flying away.
to roll any dexterity-based check for me. So you can roll just a straight dexterity if you'd like. You can roll an acrobatics. You can roll an athletics, or you can roll. Well, actually, that's it. I think actually what I'm gonna allow. So any of those to come across and tell me what you roll.
I'm gonna go first.
You go first, Baron. All right. How do you go? And which check are you rolling?
I'm gonna roll an acrobatics.
Alright, so you're like tight
You
roping
You should have done
across.
performance and tightrope walked it.
Oh yeah, actually that was really cool. That would...
Oh,
No, but it's still a dex thing, so I think I have to go.
Plus
yeah, I
one
definitely
fear
have
to
to go
kiss.
acrobatics.
but you have a clown costume. You put on the nose, you go honk honk, and then you
Yeah,
do a tightrope.
I'm gonna go honka honka.
You spent this time putting on your clown makeup while we did this.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yeah, so I got a 17 for acrobatics.
Nice. Okay, you make it across pretty easily. This is like just another day at the circus for you.
Yeah,
Alright.
and I do a somersault in the air.
You a somersault in the air.
I'm gonna somersault in the air.
Okay. Oh,
Do I
all right.
roll
Deck
again?
deck saving throw to land back on it. You're above lava right now.
Okay, 16.
16. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
All right, just barely. We'll allow that. Okay, so Tamara will offer to go next, Ruji, unless you want to go ahead of him.
It doesn't matter. She's very eager to get across, very eager to get out away from the lava.
Okay, he'd probably let you cross first. So roll for me one of those checks, and your choice.
I rolled while we were discussing Baron going across, and it was a 19 plus 1. So
Oh!
Awesome.
You somehow make it look even slightly more graceful than Baron.
Drady looks like a bat out of hell. She is just zoom.
You were just zooming out of there.
Yeah.
Flashback to Ilya with water. Good times. But you make it across with ease.
Yeah.
And Tamara's gonna make his check now. Let's see. What is he gonna roll? Let me just decide. Ooh, he's bad at literally every one of these.
Can I get on the zipline so I can cast levitate? Because if he drops at the very beginning, I won't get him within range. And I have a feeling he might fall.
You can if you'd like to, yes.
Can I just hold on to it?
Yeah.
Get a bit across? Because I'm very light.
Yeah, you're pretty light. You can just kind of hold on. If you're not actually climbing all the way across, I won't make you roll like a dexterity check. or
I want to
anything
hang.
like
Yeah, I'll just hang. You know, like a monkey
Alright.
with the legs.
So you're hanging there watching Tamar. He's kind of clumsy, so this is not kind of out of character for him to fall into a lava pit. He looks like he's not too afraid, but you know that inside he's a little bit terrified. He's a bit of a softie on the inside while looking a bit hard on the outside, and he's gonna roll just a straight dexterity check.
Don't mess this up.
And he gets on the rope. He makes it a short way across.
Inspire
And
him.
at this point, you start to think, like, man, I don't think I've ever really seen Tamara hold onto a rope before or, like, climb a rope. And at that moment, as that thought crosses your mind, he slips immediately and begins to fall into the lava.
I cast levitate on Tamar. Like, come on, dude.
Oh! He lets out a yelp. Ah! Oh! Thanks, Core.
Mm-hmm. Can I grab his leg and just drag him back?
Yeah, you can drag it back. He's, like, not too far away from us at this point. So,
Oh my god.
it's room service.
Yeah.
Yeah, come in. Mrs. Laycock,
Hi, Claire.
Hi!
Quinny says hi.
Hi. Come and visit Quinny.
I will.
Oh my gosh, that was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Well, now
So
that's
dramatic.
archived forever. That was great.
And we wonder where you get it from.
Oh my god. Okay.
I have
You-
to text her, thank you.
You pull
Aw.
it across, and you make it across. And you boys are now on the other side of the moat. You've made it back. Thank
I know,
goodness.
wasted a bloody spell slot. It's fine.
Yeah. Lol.
I lost the key point, but we did it.
He rolled very badly. The
And
DC for
I
this was not...
anticipated it.
Yeah, the DC wasn't very high. But he managed to fail anyway.
Tamar would have died. Shit.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
would have. He for real actually would have died.
That would have been so funny.
Does Baron say that?
Cole
No,
would have
he-
been.
He puts like a puppet on his hand. It's like a parrot. It looks like Iago from Aladdin.
Hmm.
And now we're so funny.
Ta-
Jade is distressed in the corner for multiple reasons.
Cool
Tamar-
kind of funny.
Tamar looks at you with disdain, but also he looks at Core with like a sort of thank you in his eyes, even though he might not necessarily say that at the moment because
That's what
of reasons. But you can kind of feel that exuding from him. That was kind of pretty scary moment for him. The most you've seen him on edge now, as opposed to any other time that you've seen him since you met up again in Capital. But with that, you
That's
make your way
also a
through.
funny pun because he was on the edge. Right, go on.
Yes.
So
you-
we now we go to the stone golems. Yes, okay, let's go.
Alright, so you make your way and you enter the forest again. Now,
We're going to the temple, to the stone
as
golems.
you enter the forest, once you make your way out of this clearing, to make your way back, for the most part you remember the way, and you follow this sort of path that you took originally to get here. But you do hear now, entering into this forest, a bit more noise and a bit more rustling than you did when you came here the other time. And I would like for you to roll, all of you, for me, to roll, each of you, a d12 as you
Oh,
walk
no.
through this forest.
Oh,
Will I use my
3.
jade d12?
3
will.
as well. I got 3 as well.
And
9.
Vidridi?
More
Okay,
multiples.
so
3, 6, 9.
So with that, you walk through the forest. You hear like rustling, and you hear sort of like what seems to be like wildlife in the area. But as you sort of pass through, nothing of any sort of very hostile nature. It seems to kind of make its way towards you. It seems like for the most part, it's all just harmless critters, just chilling out in the forest among you. As you make your way back to the clearing, it was a little bit less silent than when it was when you went here originally, but still pretty much as peaceful. And you make your way back. Now you enter the clearing, where you recognize the pond, the boulder, the remnants of battle, of warfare from when you were originally here, as well as the trees and the ground. The nice feeling grass beneath you, the campfire which is now no longer lit, the tent. You see it all there in front of you. What would you like to do?
Stone golems.
Alright, you walk
Stone
back
golems.
through the path where you originally walked to find the friend of old
No,
Calarella.
that's not where. No, that's not where I'm going.
Where?
I'm pointedly walking to the place we decided not to go. Because I don't...
Oh wait! You want to go all the way to the clay to the temple?
No, I know I'm not gonna make it, but I am.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
sure
okay. You
if I-
start diverging from the rest of the group, and at this point, Tamara would probably stop you and put a hand on your shoulder. Hold on, Jade. Were we not heading back to the clearing with the old man? That's this way, and he points in the opposite direction to the one you're walking in.
But that way is also kissing.
Is Jade okay?
Kissing is just another act of life.
Jade,
I know.
Jade, come walk with me. I'll hold your hand. We'll walk ahead.
Please hold my hand. I'd give you.
Come
See,
on, let's do
holding
that.
hands, it's the same as kissing.
Shut up, Baron.
it really isn't.
I'm
They
sorry.
are both just actions.
Jade,
Baron.
walk with me. Come on. Drudy, do you want to talk to Baron as well? Tamar maybe as well. Just, I think it'd be good for him. Jade, come with me. We will have a wholesome chat.
I don't think that would be very good for me, though.
Bye, Tamar.
What's
What's up,
nothing?
Jade?
Baron.
Yes, Tommy.
Oh no. I think that triggered Thomas a little bit too.
that got a little bit real for just a moment.
Oh no, it's because it sounds so similar
Not
to
gonna lie,
Tamar.
it triggered me a little bit as well.
That was
Thomas is part of my name too.
Oh, yeah.
Tamara looks like he's gonna as he approaches you and he looks like he's about to say something to you and you greet him as such. He immediately turns around and distances himself and continues walking.
And then Baron goes,
Brady walks after Tamar.
honk, honk.
Baron successfully socially distancing himself from everybody in the party.
When you social faux pas so hard, it's social distancing.
Tamar kind of looks to you, Vidridi, and looks over to where Baron is walking. I've never been called that in my entire life, and I'd never like to be called that again.
Baron noticing he's by himself starts to have a chat with Iago on his hand.
You have to play that out now, Quinny.
Okay, how does your chat go?
Yep.
Okay. So, I wonder, why is kissing so important? It is just another act. Right. It doesn't mean anything, does it now?
This is like Quinny's thing she did at the Real Creamer Cafe.
Yeah. Well, no, obviously, all these people, they just don't understand the meaning of life. Yes, but what would they... Well, but what would I know? I'm just a bird. Okay.
Honk,
There we go.
honk.
Honk, honk.
Okay. You play out your
That was
conversation.
pig.
While we're walking, Virgili, Tamar kind of looks to you and he asks, "So, what do you think about all of this?"
I would very much like to not be here. It's not supposed to be.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I'm not really one for traveling so much, especially into unknown, uncharted areas, and I don't think any of us know where we really are, so it's a bit uncomfortable being here, but at least we're all together for the time being.
Yes. Are
Do-
you okay? You almost fell into the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. He starts kind of sweating at the mention of that. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. His voice starts to like disappear as he says that. Okay. Why? Should I not be?
No, I just wanted to check on you because that is something that people do.
Okay, I appreciate that. Let's not talk about the lava so much. I don't think I like lava very much anymore. I didn't really have much of a concrete opinion about it beforehand, but I think that now I'm not a huge fan. Very
Yes,
much.
fire is terrifying.
Yes.
Let us not ever go back.
Especially in concentrated, liquidated form. I agree.
Hmm.
And you guys walk
Yes.
forward. Walk ahead to your destination. Core, is there anything you're
I don't-
discussing with Jade during this? Oh, sorry, Aylin, you were gonna say
Can I
something.
just have 1 minute to get my computer back online?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All good, all good.
My computer died, which is why I went on to this.
Okay.
I'm currently on my iPad.
Okay, in that case, maybe we'll take a very, very quick few-minute break to get a quick refill and stuff while Emma recalibrates and gets herself back up on the cloud. So we'll be back in just a moment. For all of you watching, if anybody's drinking anything, go get yourselves some refills. We'll be right back. Lots of love. BRB.
But I will go again.
microphone I bought off AliExpress. Demons.
Dude, that microphone was just, oh my god, that was chaos. That was chaos.
Yeah.
But I thought I accomplished something, and it turned out it was even worse.
At least you tried.
That was absolute, I was scared. IRL. Felt like my
Oh, it's
soul
good,
was
Queenie,
leaving my
silently.
body. But
Yeah,
okay.
I have fear of Queenie. In the best way. In the best, most beautiful way.
You know what? I do too a little bit. I feel like
Yeah,
In,
just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh my
You're
god.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actual chaos.
Speaking of chaos and unpredictability, welcome back
Oh,
to the
no.
session.
Yeah.
We're here. We're ready. So you all head over to the clearing where you originally found yourselves on this plane. Core and Jade, since the others had conversations, is there anything that you guys are talking about on your way over?
Tell me
I just
all
go-
your problems.
I just go wherever the call leads me. So I'm just very confused, and I'm not sure if this is going to work. But if it if it helps them, then if it helps all of us, then I suppose I'll do it. I've just never considered or thought about this at all.
You look very disturbed.
I'm just yes, maybe a little bit, but
About what specifically?
the whole concept of kissing is a bit foreign to me.
Fair enough. Well, don't listen to Baron. Baron's wrong. If you need to kiss, if you want to kiss someone, it doesn't have to mean anything more than that.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, shut up, Baron. So there are different kinds of affection that you can express. Affection for your friends, affection for your family. You can even not love someone that you kiss. It's very easy. But I understand that you're feeling a little bit of trepidation. I think this is your first kiss as well, so I'm sorry I suggested it.
No, I mean, it made it easier because you suggested it, because I trust you. More than
But you-
anyone else did.
But you feel uncomfortable about this, and that upsets me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, how about this? Is it the fact that kissing in general, because you've never done it before?
Maybe.
Cause like, all right, I have an idea. What about you? What about if I kiss you? Now, first kiss, friendship kiss, and that's all.
Friendship.
And then when you kiss the statue, it doesn't even matter. Every kiss after that doesn't even matter, apart from the last one. But I guess that's not for a very long time.
That's really
Jade has a
morbid.
moment where he's just like,
Two
I
seconds.
hadn't thought about that ever. Okay, what do I do?
Come down, like a foot.
I sit on the floor.
Okay, this is the most awkward. Okay, Core stands in front of Jade. All right, I'm gonna do it. You need to breathe.
Okay.
Okay, you should probably shut
I
your eyes.
start
as
doing
well.
my breathing. I start doing my breathing exercises.
Happy place. Shut your eyes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
His eyes are
Core,
shut.
Core leans in and gives Jade a very friendly peck.
Do I
Done.
open my eyes yet? Okay.
You can open your eyes now.
And now I go and kiss a statue.
Now you can go kiss a statue.
Okay.
Do you feel any less turmoil?
Maybe a little bit. I think I need more time.
Okay. Well, we can talk about anything
Thank
on the
you.
walkover.
Okay. What about?
Recite sutras
What
to me. I don't mind. Whatever makes you feel good.
I will. And I start reciting sutras. I don't want to pull anything off the
Core
top of
just
my head.
listens. He's like, ah, yes.
Okay. I will
To the
rejoin the
statue.
group. And
Alright,
I think
rejoin.
that Jade does look a little bit calmer.
Okay.
because there is somewhat of a difference between being told by Baron honking as he talks to a sock puppet that it is but another physical act versus his friend being like, it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be
We're
okay.
gonna practice round first.
There are two types of
Okay.
people. Those who honka and those who don't. Now, with that,
I can't take it seriously.
with that, you make your way over and you make your way back to the clearing, all in one piece, as a group, together, as one unit. And Baron is there too. I'm sorry, I'll stop doing it. I could resist.
You got it. I'm so late.
Okay.
So late. Okay.
You make your way over, all of you are there, and you're there. And you have a look around. Now, for anybody looking around, I'd like you to roll me perception checks as you enter the clearing.
9.
16.
Okay.
Oh, I get advantage. Oh,
Oh,
never
true.
mind. It
18.
was the same.
18. And what did you roll,
Wait.
Baron?
14.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Oh.
So, you all look around and you kind of take in your environment. The scene kind of looks as it did before. You see, for the most part, kind of the same stuff. You see the pond in front of you. You notice the old man is there as well. He looks like he's, from your perception rolls, he's probably doing laundry of some sort. He's got flowers and stuff in the pond, and he's hanging stuff over the edge of the big boulder / rock protruding from out of the corner of the pond.
Oh yeah,
He's-
we just left him there.
Yeah, he was just chilling out. I think he expressed that he probably wasn't going to adventure with you too far, out of fear of being killed. But he's there, so you see him there on the other side.
We
You
have
see-
come to kiss your friend.
He does. Do you yell?
Yeah.
All right. He's an old man. Let's see.
Use prestidigitation.
He does not respond. But as far as the rest of the scene is concerned, you do notice the tent there. The fire is put out. Verdridi, with your roll specifically, since you rolled just a bit higher than everybody else, you do notice that there is some, there is like a familiar looking flask inside the tent of the old man. Because you can kind of peer into it a little bit from where you're standing. But for everybody else, your gaze passes over it. But you do notice that it's there and that he's not inside. And you sort of see as well in the distance, maybe 50, 60 to 100 feet away from you.
I thought you were going to say 50 to 60 stone golems, and I was like, what?
50 to 60 stone golems, just in front of you in this clearing,
Back to
and
the
they look like they're
lava.
about to attack, and we're gonna roll initiative. All right, we've got 60 initiative, so let's no.
At level 6, yeah.
I have decided we're ending the campaign. No,
Heads up, that rope is still there, fully secured on one side, so hopefully.
you do also see the entrance into the section of forest that leads to the small clearing in the dense forest where the stone friend was, the stone golem, the small stone golem that you saw earlier.
We don't need the old man.
Okay, but I have a question though. What is familiar about the flask?
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay, cool.
BRB.
That's an 18 on the die plus 3.
Oh, okay. With that, you immediately, like, it takes you just a second, but you very quickly realize that that flask exactly resembles the flask that you found in the tower, i.e. that it's a flask of probably oil that's worth something, and that can be used for the reincarnation spell.
Okay, I will just keep it in mind. I don't think we need to steal an old man's flask.
Okay, cool. Without investigating it further or going into the tent, I won't tell you exactly how much it's worth or anything like that, because you're kind of looking at it from a distance outside of the tent, but you do notice at least that much.
It just pings in my mind of this is what this is.
Okay. With that, you can choose to either alert or not alert the old man or do anything that you like, or you can head straight into the clearing. What would you like to do here? What's the plan?
I think if everyone else heads straight into the clearing, I'll head straight to the clearing.
Okay.
Same.
I think if Core calls out and the old man doesn't respond to the 2 calls or however many calls that he did from further away, Tamar would sort of start to head over. 'Cause he doesn't really feel like waiting necessarily here, so he's going to head over to the clearing, and I'm guessing that you guys would all follow and make your way over to the clearing. And as you do, you walk through, you approach. It looks like it's been cleaned and tidied up even since the last time you were there in the one day that you haven't been there. All the leaves have been swept out of the way, and the small, humanoid-sized stone golem is still sitting there in the same sort of pose, looking as if he's talking to somebody beside him who is not there, in a sort of frozen state. To kind of, if I had to, look, if I'm gonna, I can do this for you. I can do this much. I can pretend I'm the golem, right? He's frozen, kind of like this.
How large is it?
It's
I've been imagining a small figurine.
they're oh, they're not. It's not a small figurine. They're smaller than you, Jade, by quite a bit. They're like maybe a little bit taller than Core. How tall are you?
5 foot.
5 foot. Okay, they're a lot taller than Core. It's like 5'6", maybe 5'6" stone golem.
And it appears to be humanoid?
Yeah, it's carved into like a humanoid sort of shape, and it's different to all the statues that were in your temple, and it's also very differently carved and shaped to the massive stone golem humanoid figures that roam, and the clay golems as well, that roam around the island. It seems as though this stone golem is probably not part of the same kind of...
How human does it look?
How human? Not very.
Yeah, okay.
But it looks like it's carved like, as much as like a... Like when you would go, this is more like sort of a real life comparison, but if you go to like some sort of ancient site or something and you see like carvings or depictions of people carved out of stone and stuff like that, it looks kind of like that. So it's sort of more like a representation of like a humanoid figure, but it doesn't look like it's like it doesn't look like a human was frozen in stone. If that's what you're hinting at, I guess.
Did you ever make foil men?
Foil
Maybe I should
men?
look like a foil man.
Oh my god. This is getting better and better. And one last question. Well,
Yes.
Yeah, one last question. Well, two. What sort of stone does it appear to be made of? And does it have discernible lips?
Okay, let's address the discernible lips first. Yes, it does appear to have discernible lips. If you would
that's great.
if you would like to plant a kiss upon this stone golem's lips, you would be able to do so effectively.
Do you guys want to hear a not safe for work fun fact?
What? Okay.
The skin that makes up your lips is the same as the skin that makes up your
No!
anus.
Squiddy!
Same type of
Why would you say that?
I knew where that was going halfway through it.
Why do you even know that?
Because I saw it on Reddit today.
Today!
Yeah,
This is too chaotic.
One day,
This is too much.
everything changed.
Who tested that? I don't want
How do you even... I'm not even... Look, I don't want to know. Okay? Let's just...
to.
Let's rewind.
That means
No.
someone must have had the thought to be like, hey, why don't we just compare these?
Oh my god.
so if you can't find the lips on the face, there's another set
No,
of
no, no,
lips
no, 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 no,
for
no, no.
No.
I will end the campaign before that we come... Okay.
No!
We have to at least fade to black for that.
Fade to black for that. That is not happening. At least fade to black. Ah! Okay.
My poor boy had his first kiss 3 seconds ago.
Lily's actually the second most chaotic person here, I've determined.
The tags on this campaign would be great. Comparable to Emma's old fanfic.
Oh my god. What was your first question? What kind of stone is it made out of? Okay, it looks like
I'm gonna die.
it looks like generic rock, but not in the sense that like it doesn't look like a naturally formed sort of stone. It looks more like a sort of artificially created stone almost, as if it was like magically formed into this shape. Or it was cast this way, or it doesn't necessarily look like natural sort of rock. But it looks like it's just made out of stone, like concrete basically almost. But not quite necessarily concrete specifically. And as you're sort of in the presence of it, there is something now that, Jade, you don't notice. That none of you would notice except Core. Core, where are you keeping the sapphire gemstone?
In my pocket.
Okay. You feel like a light sort of pull on that pocket.
I pull out the sapphire.
Alright, you pull it out. And you've got it in your hand. This is sort of some sort of
Where's it
energy
pulling?
radiated from it that you didn't feel before.
Where's it pulling?
I start walking forwards.
You walk
I'm
forward.
like,
there's-
wait.
You're
hold
waving
on.
you're waving the rock around like you're trying to get Wi-Fi down here, and it's very hard.
Can I feel anything?
seems like it's hard to tell, but it feels like there was something pulling on it before.
I put it back in my pocket and then wait.
Okay, you wait, and it seems like the pulling has kind of ceased for the moment. But it was light enough that you did notice it originally. But it's sort of
I jump
vanished.
forward in front of the statue and I hold up the sapphire
Okay,
and start tapping.
you start tapping, and you feel as though there is sort of a magical pull towards the statue itself.
Do I have to insert the sapphire?
There doesn't appear to be a
His
place to insert
mouth.
it.
Oh,
Or, well, I guess if you...
can I arcana?
Yeah,
Can I arcana check it?
sure.
Da, da, da. If it did, that was very badly cocked, but should I just take it?
Up to you.
It's
I'll let
on the
you...
dice.
I'll let you decide.
It's not a bad roll, but I might just redo that. Don't know if anyone heard the glass on glass there.
I
Okay.
mean,
It's an 18 plus 6, which is 24.
Whew. Okay, so the magic that you do feel, you now kind of feel like there's a sort of... It's not a magic like any of the schools of magic that you're familiar with. This is more sort of a magic now that seems to emanate from all living forms around you. And you feel that kind of like life force energy / magic kind of radiating from both the statue and the sapphire in kind of a way that it really didn't before. It's sort of like a magical tug on it. The statue and the sapphire are trying to become one.
Is there anywhere for me to put the sapphire?
You
I mean,
know
just looking at the
where.
statue, it looks like its hand is in a position where it could hold the sapphire. Like you could place it in its open hand.
I'd place the sapphire on the open hand.
Alright, you place it there. And it's sitting, it looks like it's resting there nicely. Doesn't look like it was necessarily holding it before, but it's kind of, it's holding, it's not falling off.
I get the statue's face. I will take my sapphire back if you don't do something.
do I? Should I do the thing now?
Would you like
There's
to
something-
try?
There's something going on with the sapphire, but if you want to try and kiss the statue,
What if it's like a ritual?
I don't know.
Jade,
Can
how
I
do you do this?
intelligence?
Say again.
I was going to ask if I could do an intelligence check to see if there's anything, any inkling I would have what to do with this sapphire and this statue.
I would say that this is like totally out of the realm of your expertise, so kind of no matter what you
Or just
roll.
logic.
Logic? I'm gonna have to let you try to figure that out. I can't tell you
Okay.
that.
Core's smarter than me. I probably only got a 16 intelligence. He's got a 17. Can't
16, more like 6.
Oh my god.
As Miss J was Bruce, anyway.
But this is something like this is kind of this is totally out of your world. Essentially. You've never dealt with statues coming to life before, aside from hanging out with Jade.
I have
You have though.
very much.
Yes.
Can I cast my mind back to the moment of my awakening? Did it look like anybody kissed me then? Did I see a?
Lips.
I don't know. Did I see lips?
Did you see lips?
Did I see? Was the no? No, I'm gonna stop this. Right
The
now.
moment that
Okay.
you awoke is very, very hard to picture. It's sort of like you have like a recollection of roughly when it happened and that it happened, but it's kind of like being birthed into the world. So it's sort of like a fuzzy sort of experience before you kind of gain complete consciousness.
Understood.
So you do not
Okay.
remember lips, but continuing on.
Understood. Yeah. Okay. I will.
Yes.
I'm having deja vu for some reason. This is really strange. I will
Mhm.
kneel down,
Mhm.
look over my shoulder. Everyone, can you look away, please?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And if anybody was looking, they would see me fumbling back, reaching out to hold Core's hand,
Okay, Core's like,
and like I just bump my head on the statue and hope that my lips will accidentally hit the lips part of the statue.
The lips part.
And I'll just like pause and then
Statue
withdraw.
blushes.
Oh no.
Alright. I'll say that with your singular kiss of experience, you managed to bump the lips effectively enough. And with that, all of you present kind of turn around to look at this statue. Jade, how do you feel?
Well, that's probably all the kissing I'll be doing for quite some time.
Okay. You do
Unless
feel,
anything drastic changes in my life.
Jade, you feel kind of a little bit of a strange sensation. Like a sort
No.
of butterflies in your stomach sort of thing. You it's hard to say at the moment whether or not that's something in the air or if that's just part of the experience.
I open my mouth and hope
Yeah.
they'll fly out.
And everybody else, as you watch
I am hollow.
Jade agape in your peripherals, you do also, all of you, feel to a slight degree, and Corey, you would recognize this is the same sort of magic before as well, the same sort of life force magic kind of now growing in the area. And as you look at the statue, a light begins to
Are
emit
you
from it.
joking?
It starts to glow. The sapphire shines brightly. Before it was just reflecting light, but now it seems like it's emitting a very, very potent, powerful, pigmented blue light. And as the light gets stronger and stronger, to the point where it starts to almost blind you, the stone, the sapphire stone, the uncut sapphire stone, is completely enveloped by the statue itself, and you see the statue slowly take on the texture, appearance, and characteristics of the sapphire stone, as the stone slowly turns to sapphire. From its fingertips, down its arm, across its shoulder, over its torso, and across its face. Life seems to enter the statue once more, and it turns into a beaming, reflective, shiny sapphire statue.
Can
And
we
for a
keep
moment
this one?
still. And it doesn't move at
Wait,
first.
your kiss. Your kiss.
Jade is confused and then sort of just like tries to pat it on the shoulder.
And as you pat it, it starts to slowly kind of... It looks like it's starting to move and twitch a little bit, and it comes to its senses as it regains its posture and starts to sit a bit more upright. And he looks at all of you with kind of a blank sort of stare, as if kind of woken from a coma of sorts. And doesn't really
Hello.
say anything.
I look around.
Sapphire Man.
Sapphire Man is a good name for him.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Did you just assume it's gender?
The sapphire person can correct me.
The statue does look masculine, if that's what you're asking.
This is why I'm trying to get the sapphire person to speak.
Sapphire
What would you like?
Man.
Sapphire Man. There we go.
Sapphire Man.
Sapphire.
He blinks a little bit as he repeats what you say to him. And he looks at all of you.
Can I help you up? I offer him my hand.
He takes your hand. Do you pull him up?
Yeah.
You pull him up. He stands up a bit clumsily, as if he hasn't stood in quite a while, and looks around at his surroundings. Sapphire Man. Is that my name?
Now it is.
Understood. My
How
memory
long
is
have you been
fading,
off?
but coming back. Hello. Who are you all? And he looks to all
My
of you.
name is Jade Statue.
He kind of nods, but he doesn't say anything. And he looks to Cora next.
Cool.
Nods. He looks over Dreedy.
True 30.
He nods. He looks to Baron.
Oh, God.
He nods. And he looks at Tamar, and Tamar kind of pauses for a moment. Tamar?
Tommy.
He looks to you with a death stare for just a moment before he turns back around, remembering how you saved him from the lava, and thinks to himself, I'll just let it pass this once.
This one's.
And he nods to that as well. And then he looks to all of you. Sapphire Man. Nice to meet you all.
Sapphire Man, you said your memories are fading. The memories of what?
Of this
Exactly.
place. I remember this place, but I remember not much else, it seems. It has been, I feel, as though, quite a while since the last
I
time.
understand that feeling very much.
He then looks at you as you say that, and he kind of looks you up and down, and then he kind of looks at his own arms a little bit. And as you sort of inspect him as well, it seems as though in the same way that you're somewhat translucent and you can kind of, you have that sort of gem quality to you. He does as well, although much more blue. He kind of like, he looks like he takes that sort of information in without really saying anything. And he kind of nods in understanding as you sort of say that. But I don't remember what I'm doing here.
Casting magic. Do you remember how to do that?
You have a friend.
And as you say that, he immediately starts to like, it looks like he has a realization. Yes, I do. I have a friend. He taught me how to cast one spell.
Do you remember how to cast it?
I do remember now.
Baron, body.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Body. And then he whips out his top hat.
I know how to cast
No.
healing word. No.
And then he goes like,
Empties Daryl.
yeah. And the what's the Zorn?
The sword is huge. Don't empty the zone.
I don't know. I'm just going like this.
Be careful, Baron. Why don't you just pull out Daryl?
The Zorn takes up the entire clearing. You are all pushed into the dense forest surrounding this area.
Let's walk a bit that way. How about it?
You walk out
Not
of...
that big body. We want the little body back.
I understand. The spell requires some components.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have these?
Oil.
Yeah.
Didn't we find oil somewhere?
You did, but you
Yes,
do not have
and
enough.
the old man has more as well.
Ah. Who wants to joke to the old man? I'm a bit tired.
Nah, I don't like men.
We know.
Yes, we should still get the sapphires to the old man to see him, since they are friends.
Why don't we do the reincarnation first, just in case?
Because we do not have enough rare oils.
That's fine.
To
You guys stay
finish
here.
the
I guess
spell.
nobody's gonna jog. Bye.
Alright, you
Cool, walks
jog?
off to find the old man.
Alright,
No,
you
he
run
does
back
not
out.
jog. He leisurely strolls.
Old man!
Exactly.
Anime run.
Naruto run.
No, he doesn't have that much energy.
You Naruto run to the old man, and you see that he is still attempting to wash his like duplicate cloaks in the pond in front of you.
Old man.
He doesn't respond initially.
Colorel.
I get right there.
Somebody called my
Wait,
name.
I thought. Did I go by myself?
No, Drudy went with you, sorry.
Cause like, shh, don't say anything. We need to get this done.
He
Old man,
notices.
we need your oil.
I
No, we need.
don't have, I'm still... My oil! My oil? What do you need my oil for?
Your
We need
friend is
oil.
awake.
Oh bloody hell, JD. Where do you keep your oil?
In my tent. What is this? Whom does this...
Cool. Core runs to the tent.
Wait! And he starts to like move at like very slow speed. Wait! He's
I'll be back.
traversing
Don't
over a
worry.
difficult to move over terrain, but you run to the tent. And you find, if you inspect, among other unnoteworthy possessions, a flask of oil, which is worth, let me just have a look exactly how much, because I have it written down here. Flask of rare oil worth 250 gold, which means that even with this oil and the other oil, you still do not have enough to actually cast the spell.
There's more.
You hear like a muffled screaming from inside the tent.
I think, because... Let me look very quickly. I have the spell here somewhere, I think. It says exactly how many...
It's 1,000.
1,000? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that means you have, in total now,
Trust me, I know.
500 gold worth of rare oils.
This isn't enough! I yell out.
You have half the
That is
amount.
what we have already.
I didn't hear what Rudy said.
What do you say, Judy?
Neither is what we have already.
Old man, we need more oil.
I have one flask in my tent.
Uh-huh. We need more.
I don't have any more.
Insufficient.
That part I understood. How much oil do you have?
Around half of what we need.
Oh, does that mean you found more oil on the island somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you telling us it's an exploration mission and we have to go to all these different locations to get oil? Because I don't want to do that. It sounds like a huge waste of energy.
maybe I am, says the old man. Wow, it's fun. We're gonna collect-a-thon. Whoa. Super Mario Brothers, collect every single one of the stars in all the worlds. You need 120 to make it all the way through. No.
Dariel better be worth it. Why don't we just save the oil for someone one of the
Just
pieces?
let Dariel die. I mean, you could. If you really wanted to, you could be like, fuck this guy. We're just gonna save the oils, man.
He kind of brought this on himself.
Are we going to forget that Jade was the one who was throwing him around?
If Jade
I
dropped Dariel.
He was very... No.
We won't blame Jade.
You-
We blame Dariel. No, we blame
We blame
Medusa.
the producer.
That's the correct.
Sure
that's
we
the
do.
correct answer.
yeah.
That's an answer.
It is. But with that, you do have now 500 out of the total 1,000 GP worth of oil. You
Useless.
found it on the island. Where, pray tell, did you find that oil?
Wouldn't you like to know? Your friend's awake, by the way. Like Judy said, why don't you come say hi? Because
Oh,
this obviously isn't going to happen anytime soon. He looks ill.
awake. Awake.
Yes, I
My
stuck a sapphire in him and my friend kissed him.
A sapphire.
It was great.
Now that you mention that, that makes sense. He did look like a gemstone when I initially encountered him. Although not like a sapphire. That's bizarre. And he starts turning around and walking over, and he notices Sapphire Man, who sounds like a cool-ass superhero. Sapphire Man! Over on the
Mr.
other
Sheep
side.
and Sapphire Man. I'm really happy with the names I've contributed to this campaign.
I like letting you name them, it's fun. Speaking of Mr. Sheep. Have any of you checked your wrists at all in the last, like, however many hours?
I've checked my nails. Does that count?
Sure, if you checked your nails, then
Yes.
passively you might notice, for anyone who might have looked and been at
I don't
least
think I have one
somewhere-
of these wrist things. So
No, you do, you would have.
I do.
Yeah,
No,
we had a
I don't
wrist
really.
rubbing session where Jade rubbed his wrist against Core's, I'm pretty sure, to get one of them.
Okay, then it's okay.
Oh,
Otherwise, I don't trust.
one
you.
second. I'll catch up with you soon.
Hello.
My dad
Okay.
came home.
Hi.
Okay,
Hi.
so for any of you who might have checked your wrists or your arms or anything like that, you will have noticed at some point throughout this that the gold symbols have disappeared. For the most part, when he was
I know,
uncontactable,
Wi-Fi's home.
it was just kind of like this sort of flaky, sort of like, you know, you can get like you can go to like the mines, you know, like the tourist attractions in Australia. You can go to like Ballarat and they give you like a little bit of gold in a thing, and it's
Yeah, and it's
like
shit.
flaky gold.
Oh yeah.
It was like all flaky and stuff on your skin before, and it looked like it was just like flakes of gold floating through like a pool of water before it materialized into that shape that you recognize, that eye. But now even the flakes are gone. There's no remains whatsoever on any of your wrists of that gold.
That's unfortunate.
And the one thing that do any of you remember what Mr. Sheep said regarding that?
Nope.
Can I roll an intelligence memory check?
Well, the thing is, I don't remember how much I told you or not, if you ask Mr. Sheep. So I'm gonna say that either you remember or you don't.
Thomas, I have goldfish memory.
But for the most part, you would know that he is now.
I probably have it written down in my book, but that's in Melbourne. Oh well.
Oh.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll have a look through it. If you do know it, I will tell you later. But generally, he will probably be much harder to contact, if contactable at all, from this point onwards.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Now, whether that's due to you being on a different plane of existence, potentially, or being trapped inside this dimension, that being part of the reason, it's hard to say. But that might be something to look out for when you come back to the material plane, or the Feywild, or wherever you decide to emerge. And if you do check, then I will tell you then what your wrists look like. But if you don't ask about it, then I won't mention it. With that, though, what was it that you were doing?
Oils.
We were bringing the guy to see his friend.
Oh, yes,
and
yes,
we
yes.
want to get oils.
They would reunite. Sapphire Man looking kind of a little bit dazed still, as if, like I said, having woken up from a long slumber without having really completely recalibrated back to the waking world. Still a bit kind of in a state, in a sort of trance almost. But the old
I
man seems to
find
be
it-
very happy.
I find it best in this stage to stand very, very still and try not to blink, because it reminds you of your time as a statue and helps you adjust.
I like the
Like
sound
this.
of that.
And I stand very, very still and hold my breath.
He mimics you.
See, it's very therapeutic.
He doesn't say anything, he just nods.
Oh, but we need to breathe now, probably. So don't forget to do that. That was my problem. I'd pass out the first few days.
I felt a little bit dizzy doing that. Thank you
Yes.
for your guidance, oh Jade.
You're welcome.
He nods.
I'm going through a lot of emotional turmoil right now. I'm going to go and sit down.
As you go sit down, he kind of watches you for a moment. And as you mention emotional turmoil, he pauses for a moment. And looks away.
I also look away! No! I've inflicted upon some poor statue the very, very history I did not want for myself. Oh no.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh no.
But anyway, the old man kind of comes with the statue, and he sort of seems to sit, and they sort of sit down just on the grass. The statue seems to stand, but the old man sits down on the ground. And it looks like he's conversing with the statue a little bit, just talking, chit-chat. If any of you want to go in and listen, then I'll let you do that, but otherwise, what would you like to do?
I go and
Oil.
sit next to the old man and eavesdrop.
Alright, you eavesdrop, Core.
I am
You
listening.
yell the word oil, as you screech it at the top of your lungs, as you collect it from the old man's place.
Yes.
Jade, what would you like to do? What would you say?
Pterodactyl, like running around. Wow! I am going to sit so that I can. I'm in the proximity of Sapphire Man. And I will listen to this. Listen as well.
Okay. So
Oil.
for the most part, while Core is panicking about the oil, those
Oh
of you
wait, sorry. I thought he was still at the tent. Okay, I would.
If the old
acknowledge
man's there, Core definitely got back with the
Yeah.
old man.
I acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Oil.
Oil. We only have half. We need more
Are you-
oil.
talking to the old man.
Everyone.
Ah, okay. For those of you who would have listened to a little bit of conversation, it had to do a lot with like how did it feel? How did it feel sitting there? Can you remember anything? And the statue's just kind of shaking its head.
That question. Very inappropriate.
Sorry, what question? Was it insult?
Asking about before. He's very confused. He might not understand or know. Give him time.
You might need some time to readjust. I understand. I unfortunately do not have any more oil for you. I
What
suggest...
oil?
Sorry.
Where can we find some?
I would not know, but I suggest that if you found some in the overworld... In the overworld? Was you in a game narrator? No. If you found some elsewhere on the island, then maybe you could put those skills to use and find some more. I certainly haven't been able to find any more than this single flask here.
Where'd you
Why
find it?
are you looking for oils like this, old fart?
Well, he taught the statue how to. He taught Sapphire Man how to use this spell, but it would not have worked without the proper amount of components.
But why would you?
Exactly.
Why would you want to cast such a spell?
In case he died. That's what he said.
Yes.
Oh. Whoops.
But where'd you find the oil on the island? So we know not to go there.
Not to go there. Well, I just wandered around the nearby area and I found a chest with it in there.
Alright, so let's cross off this area of the map and the tower. Where's our next point and click adventure?
Click adventure. So if you go back to the map, you've got a few different areas where you found out about before.
Guys,
That
see
was
what's going.
hard to say. You've got
Guys,
north. You've got that temple. It's got a lot of stone golems. It looks pretty dangerous. I wouldn't know if you.
Temple.
Overall music.
temple.
You've got the place to the the west with the 2 clay golems rather than the a whole heap of freaking stone golems to go to. Other than that, it looks like it's not too inhabited by anything else. South of here, doesn't look like there's any real mobs, but there's a big hole in the ground. And that's all you've kind of discovered.
Could
outside
the
of this
hole
place.
in the ground be some kind of exit or entrance?
Or it could
An
be
exit
where an
sounds good.
asteroid hit the Earth.
I don't think anything's coming through that fake sky.
It doesn't look like a crater.
I understand. It doesn't look like a crater, you see, apparently, according to whoever saw it. I think it was Jane. No, Cor.
The narrator pops in. It did not look like a crater to the players.
I actually have an idea, Thomas.
Mm.
Can I send my familiar up as high as it can fly to see if there's any? If it is like a sky, like they can just keep going, or if they hit anything.
Oh, okay. How high can your familiar
Truman
go?
Show.
Gotta stay as high as it can get before it gets
Yeah, I
dispelled
think.
away, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bird.
Or they could just keep going.
Okay, you send it up
Hi,
and it keeps going.
sure.
If it keeps going, it would get pretty high. It's hard to tell exactly how high. Before it would keep, okay, if it flaps, it goes higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. It would reach a point where it seems like it's not flying any higher than it's currently at that point, as if it hits some sort of force field.
We can't fly out.
Oh no.
Worth a shot.
It was a valiant effort.
There is, however, one interesting thing that you would note about this if your familiar was up there, which is that the force field at that point would feel like hitting the tippy top of a pyramid.
We're in a stone.
Yeah, we are.
We're in a stone.
Perhaps its shape is a little more like this.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I have this one in my hand. Where is the other one? The other one is here.
Wow, wow, wow.
But that's what the very tippy top feels like.
Oh, look at these aesthetic boys.
Ooh, the
Oh.
dice showcase. Hello.
Yes. We should maybe, if we have time, go
If
to each
that's
of
the
these
top of the
locations.
pyramid, maybe the hole goes to the bottom of the pyramid.
Is there a? But the only. The
We
lake.
fall out.
We fall out. At least we go somewhere else.
But what if there are actually other vials of oil?
Yeah, let's try
around?
find those first.
Collect us on adventure.
So, do we want to go to the certain death first or the maybe death first?
Well, my
Certain death.
suggestion. Well, okay. My suggestion was whichever we do, we go each one if we have time, one per day, so that we don't tire ourselves out. Maybe work our way up. to
True.
certain
Tamar
death.
almost did die today, so
It's a traumatic experience, truly.
we've had many traumatic experiences. All right.
Yes. So, what if we went to the clay golems? How much time do we have left before? This is Emma. How much time do we have left before Darius dies?
Dariel.
Darius.
And
It's because we have a character called Darius.
when you arrived here, did I say you had 9 days total? I think that would mean that you have about 8 days now.
Okay, we have time to visit
8.
each one on
Yep.
each day, if we want to. So, do we want to go for the big temple first, or do we want to go for the clay golems first?
Okay, golems,
I've-
so we can
I've
get
both.
some experience in fighting golems.
And also, Baron can make a clay mask if we defeat him.
Oh my
True.
god.
Or I could get a volcanic mask from the other golems. I don't know.
Let's build our way up to the volcanic.
Yeah. But we could get some fighting experience before we tackle the horde of golems.
I mean, we get the
Yeah.
fighting experiences, and you sit at the back and sing.
Yes, but I
Your
always
singing
think
was very inspirational, in a way.
I will always give you guys inspiration.
Yeah, we do appreciate that.
My viol.
Truly.
How long have you been studying music, Baron?
As long as I can remember. As long as I was a wee boy.
But
That's
In
not very
capital?
long. How long were you a wee boy?
I've been a wee boy for.
Peter
Ah,
Pan.
How long have you been 17?
time is just a construct. For bars like us, every single moment is just passing by. So, as you can probably tell, I have lost track. Every
How
moment
old are you,
feels
Baron?
like my last.
time is but another act.
It's
You could
another
say.
act.
Wow.
Life is just an act.
How old is Baron?
Can I make an insight check? How old does Baron look? I'm interested.
Do it. Yeah, go do an insight check.
Oh, it's pretty good. 17.
Not as good.
Wait, it might be better. It might be better. Wait,
13
hang on.
plus.
Sorry, no, I plus 6 to insight. 21.
Oh, 5, 6,
Oh
7,
shit.
18.
Okay, he is exactly 24 years old.
It looks like you've.
Exactly 24 years old.
Babu.
Exactly. If it's exactly
voice
24,
is
that means
old,
it's his
but-
birthday today. Happy
Oh
birthday.
no, no, it's not his birthday, alas.
So you're not exactly 24 years old.
Yes, 24 years old.
Wait,
And
no,
a
you're
few
that John
dots.
Mulaney thing where it's like your body is young, but your face is as old as time.
Oh no. I don't know. You wanted to insight him.
No,
So
I'm
give
joking. I'm
him
joking.
his exact age
No,
He's
no, I'm
24
joking.
in a couple of months. There you go.
in a couple of months.
It was a door. It's a door. Okay, I have that information now. Well, then, shall we go to the clay golems?
I agree with this.
Sweet.
If you like to, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go to Sapphire Man before I leave.
Okay.
Can I arcane recovery whilst people do that?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
All right.
I would like to approach,
Mhm.
and I want to make sure that the old man is not nearby.
Oh, he's already gone back to continue doing laundry.
Wow, he's such a bad friend. Oh my god. Okay.
You're
Just
like, he
look up.
needs space, and he's like, okay, and then he
Oh,
left.
God.
Now you're like, what a bad friend.
Oh no, I mean, okay, wait.
What a
okay,
bad
okay.
friend. Oh my
I
god.
remember what I said. Okay, I say, look, whatever you do,
Yes.
don't let him carve you. Because it will hurt. And people might not realize that.
Oh, okay.
Because even though we were statues once, we're awake now, and we feel things the same way other people feel things too.
I see.
It might take a little more time to realize, but you see, you can think for yourself as well. If he taught you a spell, it means that you may have capabilities for magic. And that's a really great thing. I've seen my friends do much great stuff with magic. And that is something that you can treasure. You also might feel like you need friends or companions.
Who
Yes, you
needs
might-
those?
If you feel lonely, that's sometimes the worst part about this. I had a friend who helped me a lot and taught me how things were, and I don't know how long we're going to be here for, or if anything, if we can leave together. But if we are going to be here a while, then I would like to be a friend to you as well.
I would
And I
like
also
to be
want-
your friend and or companion.
I also want to tell you that
Yes.
sometimes the friends you're born around, they might do things that will make you uncomfortable. For
Looks
example,
the-
that man might make you.
He looks to the old man as you sort of mention that.
He might use you. He might throw you aside to do laundry.
What?
Jade's dark backstory.
Laundry. I do not understand this concept.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it. But I won't, so long as I can help you. And to show you that, will you please look after my cat?
Oh! Cat. And he gently,
And he eats it.
like,
He-
picks up Tiny Fury and looks at Tiny Fury. This is a cat?
This is a tiger.
This is a
tiny
tiger.
fury.
This is Tiny Fury. Hello, Tiny Fury. Tiny Fury looks up at Sapphire Man
Bite
with his
him.
big little eyes.
Bites his nose
He's
off.
a lot like you.
He kind of paws
He's
at
like-
Sapphire Man in a sort of like curious way, like, what is this? Sapphire
He's
Man
our
looks.
friend.
I will look after your friend and or companion. I will
I'll be
guard
back.
your friend and or companion with my life.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Core is sleepy, so I'm going to go and help him. If
As you
I
sort of,
can.
as you start turning around, Tiny Fury kind of like starts pawing at you as well. Like I'm
Tiny Fury,
popping his paws up against your arm.
I'll just reach out and squeeze his paw and say,
Oh.
Stay.
stay. Yeah. Oh, I was about to say that. Stay. I'll be back.
He kind of puts his little legs around your hand as you do that, but he stops pawing you in sort of understanding. His gaze pierces into your mind.
So long, farewell. Cole's
Farewell.
already leaving.
I'm off to go with my friend Cole into
There we go.
certain death.
Jade knows the song.
And Sapphire Man stands there with Tiny Fury in his hands. Tiny Fury is just kind of like walking in the air, as if like Tiny Fury wants to get on the ground. Sapphire Man is like trying to process what exactly the Tiny Fury wants.
He needs to learn this in his own time.
I think
Like I
I'm gonna make him roll animal handling checks, and we'll see how he does.
We come back and he's just destroyed.
Happens if he rolls really badly? Does he just
You
like
can
kill him?
fix.
I don't think he would do that.
I don't think
Tiny
Thomas
Fury
would do
can
that.
for himself.
I
Yeah.
don't know what I would do, but
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
Remember
hello.
what I said? I can do things to make your life very difficult.
He says, you're a benevolent overlord. For
You've
now.
seen how bad it can get with Loran. but
The
you
rat will
haven't seen-
disintegrate next game.
Just out of nowhere. Oh. Punishing our innocent
Final
D&D characters.
snap.
Alright. With that, with Tiny Fury now in the under the watchful eyes of Sapphire Man. Sapphire Man!
Sapphire Man does
You head
whatever a sapphire can.
into the eastern
Which isn't much.
precinct.
That's pretty.
You head to the eastern sort of area of this island to head to the double clay golem guarded area. Now, as you walk through this part of the forest again, it's a little bit more animated and more active than the other forest that you walk through. And I would like all of you again, once more, each one of you, to roll a d12 for me as you walk through this forest.
Can we stealth?
If you'd
I
like
can
to,
do
yes.
combat trace.
Attempt to. I'll roll a d12 first. That's a
Okay,
1.
I will.
5.
Okay.
I will-
11.
Natural 20 for stealth.
Oh!
Okay, I will also use pass without a trace if I can. What I will do is I will blend
30.
into the stone and hide people behind me. A
Okay.
veil of shadows and silence radiates from me. So you
Okay.
guys have plus 10.
30.
What?
Oh,
That is
well,
now a dirty
either
20.
way-
Oh!
Yeah, either way, it's gonna be high.
Hang on, wait, no, but Lily, what's Core's stealth?
Oh. 31.
Whoa, oh, that's lower than I thought it was.
He stands out.
I mean, he doesn't. He blends in.
27!
Oh
18,
my
28.
god. Damn, dude. Okay. Well, you guys disconnect from the Discord call. That's how stealthy you are. No,
You got to roll for tomorrow as well.
oh,
I
yeah,
got
true.
a
Yeah.
8
Right.
on the d12.
So he gets plus. Was it a plus 10? Did you say?
Yes.
Yeah, but what if he gets 1?
Stay within 30 feet of me. Get plus 10.
Yeah.
If you get a natural 1, then I can't help you.
No, that means he is very stealthed. He's very stealthy. You notice as well from all of your perspectives, having stealth very well. Notice that you don't know where Tomara exactly is. Then you kind of notice him. He's stealthed as well. He's doing pretty well. He's not standing out and being too clumsy this time around. But as you kind of do stealth and you walk through this forest, Core, you do notice something. You do figure out, or you do ascertain the location of most of this activity as you sneakily pass by. Roll a d100 for me. And we're gonna find out with hello shoutouts to the Xanathars Guide to Everything.
Oh, yeah, I love this one.
15.
15. Alright. Let's see what it is that you see. Alright. Ooh!
Sorry, guys, it's Trask.
Okay. Let me just roll something very,
no.
very quickly.
Oh, no.
This is actually... Wait, hold on. 15, did you say? Yep.
Yeah.
You do see that there seems to be a small collection of giant spiders lurking around this forest.
Ew.
Just wandering around. They look like they're kind of maybe migrating. It's very hard to say.
Had enough of giant spiders.
They're just walking through. But they don't seem to notice you. With all of your stealths, they seem to kind of pass by. But you do kind of hear them making noises as they walk through the forest, just kind of out of the way. They don't really head towards any direction that you're heading towards. But with your stealth, you do notice they kind of cross your path where you might have walked had you not been stealthing. But with your stealth and core, with you having seen this, yes.
Quick question: with the 17 passive perception, would Drady have noticed the spiders as well?
Yeah, you would have all seen them pass in front of your path as you're hiding. If
You would have heard a very, very quiet ew.
Yeah, if Core would have mentioned them, that is. If the
Yeah,
rest of you are walking,
everything.
you'd kind of run into them.
I have
Drady
16.
kind of clings to Tamar.
Tamar is clinging back. After the lava incident, he seems a little bit more shaken.
Cole looks back, laughs quietly, turns back to the front.
But that's what you notice. You notice them all sort of walk through. How many did I say there were? There should be 7. 7 large spiders. And they kind of make their way past. Now, all of you while you're here, roll for me survival checks while you're passing through this forest.
Oh, it's good. It's very good.
Not as good. 14.
18.
16.
16.
Okay, in that case, as you're walking by, for the most part, you're kind of keeping an eye on, like, tabs on tracks in the ground. You do see that there are a lot more animal tracks just in this area. A lot of the trees in this area have grown. And you can kind of see that there's, like, markings on the trees as if, like, you know, golems have walked through here, maybe hit a few of the trees. Some of the other wildlife living in this sort of dimension kind of seems to be more active here in general. And you can kind of see that from the markings on the trees and just kind of like the foliage in general. And also, Jade, you do notice something kind of just poking out of one of the shrubs as you walk through this forest on your way to your destination. You see like the edge of something kind of metal, wooden, it's hard to say, just peeking out from behind a bush.
Investigation check.
Alright,
And I will-
investigate.
Once I'm certain it's not something alive, I'm going to tell the other guy. Ooh, no. 11.
11? Alright.
Yeah.
With that investigation check, you can ascertain with just that much that it's not something that's alive. It doesn't really match any of the other golems that you've seen. Even with that bit of metal poking out, doesn't look like this is an iron golem. You know, with all the golems we've seen so far, that's a possibility. But it doesn't seem like it's anything that's alive, or at least not something that is alive currently. It looks like
I
the
have
corner
very
of something.
good investigation, if you want me to look at it.
I was going to say, yeah, now that I know it's not alive, I'm going to tell the others about it. There is something there.
Yeah,
Poking out.
it looks like it's the edge of something man-made. It's hard to say exactly what, because it's just a corner peeking out from behind a shrub.
I'm going to sweep in. Don't worry, I got this.
Alright, Core. Would you like to investigate?
Hey, I do got this. It's an 18 plus I just had a 6.
6?
24.
Alright. With
I
your
love this dice.
with your investigative skills, you pull out your hat and your magnifying glass and your cloak. As you begin your private investigation. But no, you very quickly ascertain from your investigation, also Jade is there with you having a look as well, you both kind of quickly find that this is in fact an overgrown treasure chest, just kind of sitting here.
Yay.
Yeah.
Is it open?
You can attempt to open it with a strength check, as it is currently overgrown with shrubs.
Jade, Tamar, you got this.
Tamara looks at it with a sort of skeptical eye. I don't know if I trust it. I don't want to touch it.
I go.
Okay, Jade, roll for me a strength check.
Hang on. Are you trying?
8. Ooh, okay, yeah. You kind of put your arms where it looks like the chest would open, and you just rip it open. The shrubs just tear out of the way, and they kind of part way. And as you open it, the chest just pries open. Seems like it's been closed for a very long time. And inside, you discover a fun little item.
Is it oil?
You find a flask of... It's a potion of invisibility. Let's go. You did it.
I throw it on the ground. No, I'll...
It's a potion of invisibility.
You found
And-
it, Jade. You should have it.
There is one other thing. You also do notice that there are some tools at the bottom of this chest. Specifically, upon further investigation, whoever decides to pick them up, you would find some. Let me just find this chest. Navigator's tools, and I can describe to you exactly what those do.
Oh, well, I have a ship somewhere.
Actually, it's Brad Jade, Captain Jade. Oh my god, navigator tools. Oh, is it?
Unstoppable.
Let me just find exactly what these. Okay, so cool. So you can use these tools to plot a course or discover your position on a nautical chart. So if you get a map of any place that you find, then you can very quickly ascertain where exactly you are on that map with a d20 roll, depending. And you can use these tools also to help navigate across the seas should you try to sail somewhere on your own boat. I can just read you. I'll read you the quick description.
I have it.
Oh, you have
on
it? Okay.
D&D Beyond.
All right. Awesome. That's what you find in this chest.
Thank you.
And with that, you make your way through. So, you walk up and you walk out of the.
How long have we been walking for?
You would have been walking for at least a couple hours now. So the
I
time.
want to be carried after 2 hours.
Who do you want to be carried by?
Jade.
Okay. Jade?
Yep.
Alright.
This is very.
You're saddled atop Jade. Now, as you make your way through, it's now kind of coming to. It's like mid-afternoon. It's getting to about 3 p.m. now with all the traveling. So you still have a fair bit of the afternoon and the evening and the night to go. You approach and you find the place you're heading to. Now, let me just find exactly where in my notes this is. Okay. You head to the place, and you see in front of you the 2 clay golems guarding this medium-sized fortified building, also made of rock. It doesn't look like there's any sort of moat or anything this time. And these 2 clay golems are within your sight. One is a lot closer to you than the other one, and they're just kind of like wandering around just in this general area. Sort of patrolling, maybe. They're both clay golems, just like the one you fought earlier, and you imagine that they'd probably be similar to fight if you would choose to do so. They're pretty big, they're pretty massive, but again, you're aware now of like the strength and the sort of amount of difficulty that this would be to overcome. And there's 2 of them, and they look pretty much the same as the first one that you fought. They seem to kind of be wandering around the general area where the entrance to this building looks like it is. It's sort of a door, hard to tell exactly how easy it is to get in from this far away, because you're still kind of in the dense sort of foliage and shrubbery, carrying your stealths over from earlier on, hiding out of the view of these golems. Now, should you try to approach, the forest and the trees thin out a little bit, so you can certainly try to make your way around some other way if you choose to not fight these golems, or if you'd like to fight them, then they're both kind of in front of you there, wandering around. Yeah, yes?
Judy and I can turn into small animals if necessary.
Are you telling the
This is
group?
true. We can try and sneak in to this.
I like the sound of that.
Branches that I can see.
Yeah, this place is pretty. It's got a lot of dense forest now. So sort of overgrown. So you can find a lot of trees and stuff that.
Onto the roof and drop in.
And Tamar can pretend to be a boulder and roll in.
I don't know about that.
You can
I think
stay
it'd work.
outside from a distance and support if anything happens.
So, how are we doing this? I'm guessing that with what you're getting at, that we're going to try avoid fighting these 2 clay golems, right? Tamar kind of looks at the rest of you.
Yes,
But
I think
it
that's
is
a
my
good
clay
possible.
mask.
on the way out, maybe.
Baron, why don't you and Tamar team up since you were getting along so well earlier?
Wait, team up to do what?
Support.
Man.
Me.
Look, if we're not fighting these guys just yet, I'm not going to fight them just with Baron alone. It seems like a death wish.
No, you guys just stand out here and cheer for us. Because we're amazing.
You mean you're going to go in there alone? I don't think so.
I can become a cute little bird. No, I
no.
can't. A flightless bird. Or a mouse.
Well, that's
Kiwi. I
well,
can
that's certainly
become a
impressive.
kiwi.
I don't think I'd feel comfortable. And he thinks from
You wouldn't feel comfortable.
I wouldn't feel comfortable
You wouldn't feel
leaving you
comfortable.
to your own devices. It's dangerous here.
Nah, I'm sure I'm fine.
He's kind of more so concerned for his own safety as well, but he doesn't mention that
I know.
specifically.
You have Baron to look after you.
I refuse. I'm coming with you.
Do you not trust Baron?
Baron shoots
No.
the ugliest dirty at him.
I do not.
You see, this is why I think you guys could have some team bonding.
Let's just bond as a team together. So if we're planning on infiltrating this place somehow without fighting these guys, then I'm coming with you, and Baron, as much as Baron should come with
you
us.
two can seduce them.
No, what about we all dress up as golems?
And seduce them.
I'm pretty sure golems don't have a sexual preference.
You can romantically seduce them.
I'm
Or
pretty sure
I
they
could-
don't have a romantic preference.
That's really discriminatory against golems, Baron.
It's just that I don't
You're
think
denying
they'll
them
find
their
me
epic
attractive.
love story. Well, Baron, that's big of you to admit that things don't find you attractive.
That's okay, as long as Iago finds me attractive.
That is, Iago is your hand.
That makes even more sense.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
My suggestion
Yes.
is, and probably going to be an unpopular one. I climb up onto the roof, jump down, make them run towards me, and then you guys run in. I'm very
No,
good at
next.
parkour. Okay. Oh, halfway along the way, I can turn invisible.
No.
We can solve this really easily.
True.
Why
Oh
don't
my god, you have the
we-
potion of invisibility. Oh yeah.
Why don't
We could also.
cast prestidigitation like somewhere else so they can walk towards there, and while
Yes.
they're distracted, we walk in.
Yes.
Yes, that was what I was going to suggest as well. Distract them since they are guarding. And then
Distract and
slowly.
elude. I like it.
That sounds like a reasonable thing to do.
Who can cast prestidigitation?
I cannot.
Oh wait, it's us.
All of us.
Alright, Baron, what are we doing?
So what can we actually cast at this? An odd
can set
odor.
off
Do they have noses?
Sparks.
Do they have noses? They have carved noses.
They have lips.
You can also do like basically minor illusions with
I
it.
have minor illusion as well.
So some sort of auditory or vibratory kind
Ah.
of sensation.
Screaming, a lion's roar, a beating of drums, or any sound I choose. For 1 minute, it will continue unabated.
What's
How about we
your
combine?
range for that?
3 feet.
30 feet.
Yeah, because the range for prestidigitation is 10 feet.
So why don't I just do the minor illusion and then we kind of wait.
That's correct. And then I can create an odd odor around you, Cole.
I just ripped out like a ton.
Make us repellent.
I just ripped out a ton of my eyelashes.
What?
well.
Oh no.
I don't know how that happened.
Any?
Shedding your
I
skin.
just ripped out like 10 eyelashes. I don't know how I did
my
that.
god.
Yum, yum.
It's fine.
They were just like, dudes, we're out. They're clocking out of our shift. Done.
Wait, who's out?
No. I was
Oh,
talking
my
about
eyelashes.
Yeah.
That's mean.
I'm sorry. Mine sometimes do that too, though. They just like fall out.
Maybe
like,
I'm losing
at a
my
time.
hair. Maybe my whole body's hair is just like, no, we've had enough of this.
You're
You don't deserve
fine.
hair.
They'll be replaced by new recruits. All right. Look, it's a tough time right now in the pandemic. You know, not everybody can handle it. We got to hire some new casuals. All right. Just go. That's what we got to do.
They're essential workers.
Essential workers.
All
They
right.
are though. All right. So, tell me how you do it. You're about 60 feet from the entrance right now in the dense forest. Golems are about 30 feet from you. You can cast 30 feet in a
Screaming.
different direction. Screaming.
Baron screaming.
All right,
There we
Lily,
go.
let's hear it.
No, I can't. Baron has to do it. It's Baron screaming.
But it's your illusion.
It's true.
But it's Baron screaming. It doesn't sound like me.
Exactly.
Aw.
So, depending
can't
on how
replicate.
you roll,
Nice
depending
try.
on how you roll,
You want me to
it
roll?
will
Okay.
sound like me.
Okay, so if I roll really well.
Then I'll do it. But if you roll really shit, you do it.
Oh, it's like a mid range. What does that mean?
That means you do it.
It's like a 14. Can I plus anything?
No.
No, I can. It's performance, right?
No.
14 plus 5.
We want
Go
it to be better.
Scream, Quinny.
Okay, here goes.
You asked for this one.
I was waiting for it.
Oh my god. Okay. With that, the clay golems suddenly turn around. Pause for just a moment. Processing that
Then they
sound.
blush.
They blush?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Do not do this.
No, they don't blush. They're curious. They walk over. You have the.
Go.
Stealth in because we saw +10.
Okay, you stealth to the door, to the entrance. Alright? You attempt to open the door. It is locked.
Kick it.
Strength check, go. You've got like 40 seconds.
Ah, no.
Oh,
Can
seven.
Tamar and
Seven.
Jay
Not hard
do
enough.
it?
Tamara's gonna try. He's gonna try kick it as well.
Come on, Tamar.
I should have done it with advantage. He's better than me.
Nah, it's rush. He doesn't do it. He kicks it. The door creaks.
I'm gonna rush with a minus 13.
For
You guys
strength.
are bloody useless.
Yeah.
Doesn't break.
14 to 13.
You kick it. Doesn't
Shit.
work. It's
I'll
creaking.
flurry of blows. I
Flurry
want
of
to do some-
blows?
I want to attack the door. I'm attacking the door. Which
All
means I
right,
get to
roll,
put my-
roll.
Okay. First is a 18 plus 7, 25. Second
And I'm
is
gonna cast
a
some firebolt at it. This will work.
17 plus. This is gonna be loud, is the thing. 17 plus 7, 24. Damage is then 1d6, 5, 8, 12, 16 points of damage on the door.
All right.
Can I firebolt with this?
Yes.
Just for extra.
Roll your firebolt as well.
Wait, I need to roll to hit. Is it what is firebolt plus? What's a 10 plus firebolt? 6.
It'll be
16.
your
Yeah.
Okay, so
Every hit hits so far.
4. 6.
Yeah. Okay.
22
With all of that combined together, you incinerate the door. It is smashed to pieces and then blown up into flames. And you are out of stealth.
yeah.
Run inside and hide.
The door just blows up.
Plus 10.
You run in. You're inside.
Hide. Everyone reroll stealth.
Okay. So you run in.
No.
You don't even check.
Okay.
14? Even plus 10?
32.
14 in total.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I shine too bright.
Let me just
Did Drudy and Baron roll?
Oh, for
Wait.
stealth?
Yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
go back into stealth.
Sorry.
Is this still with
Plus 10.
Pass Without Trace?
Yeah, I don't think I've done anything to break it. So it should be.
Well, it only lasts an hour, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, but hasn't it? It's not been an hour since we found the thing.
We did that all within the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. This is all like happening
Okay,
really
cool.
fast.
Okay.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that also is a 22.
Oh.
Haha.
Okay.
me.
Let me just check something really quickly.
Did Tamar do it?
It seems like they don't notice you.
Has Tamar rolled yet?
Oh.
No.
Okay, let me retract that temporarily.
I'm a DM. I can't do it.
Okay. Yeah, okay, let's see. Oh yeah, he's fine. To my
Oh, yay.
Pierce.
Just me. Core's glittering a little bit.
Even with Core, even though you're kind of glittering and you're kind of casting a bit of a reflection off of your shine, it seems like the golems are still kind of distracted with the that they heard coming from the forest earlier. So they haven't noticed you. You're inside.
I'm gonna take that sound bit and put it on repeat.
Okay, so let me just have a look. Okay, inside the main chamber, you enter now. There is a single door and various empty flasks, bits of wood, and other debris from outside, as well as a locked chest. This area is kind of lit by holes because the roof is sort of like a crisscrossed kind of series of wood, like planks of wood, so there's cracks in between them, and the light is kind of shining in through there. There's holes in the roof. If you were to approach from the roof, since the walls are made of stone, you could have broken in through the roof, or you can break out of the ceiling if you'd like to. It's not too high up. So you can do that if you climb the wall from out of here. Should that be something that you want to do?
Let's grab the chest and go.
Yeah. So you have that chest, and you have a single door on the other side.
Grab and go.
Baron puts the chest into his bottomless top hat.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You pick up the chest. Roll for me a strength check. It's pretty heavy.
Guys, help, please. I'm kind
I
of
will
weak.
assist him.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh no. It's not good, it's 9.
I have a -1 to my strength. Oh,
Same.
what
Oh,
the heck?
no.
18.
I could.
Okay. Baron, you are eager to shove this
That's
thing
right,
into your hat.
Baron's aesthetic muscles ripple.
And as you pick up the chest and attempt to shove it in, do you shove it in?
Oh, okay, great.
That's what it to make that a
No,
little
it's an
tense.
extra dimensional space! Shit! Oh no! I bet
What?
it's an extra dimensional space. Go on.
You pop the chest inside, and it's inside your hat.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
That's it.
I'm
get out of time.
That's it.
what's through the door?
Would you like
Yes.
to open the door?
Yeah.
Alright, you open the door. And you have a look through. You see a room before you, about 100 feet across, 100 feet long. It's a square room, covered in doors. Absolutely covered. Doors on every side. Doors on the
This
floor,
looks
doors on the
fun.
ceiling, doors on the sides, lining the entire room. Would you like to enter?
I look at the others. Guys,
Yes.
this looks great.
Wait, keep the door we came through open
Hmm?
before we do anything.
I like that idea. That's smart.
I draw a big X on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
Sweet.
Pigment.
You put some eyeliner
Yeah.
to mark the
Tigers
door.
have stripes. I have eyeliner. Yeah.
Okay. Do you enter?
Yeah.
All right. As you enter in to this room, you do notice now. Kind of, it was hard to see from just looking outside of the room, but now looking into the room, you can kind of see that every single door lining the room is like the exact same size on the floor, the walls, and the ceiling. So it might have been a little bit tricky to find your way back had you walked through, closed the door, and then spun around a bit. But there is one door that kind of sticks out a little bit. That seems a bit strange. One of the doors on the floor is kind of bigger than the others.
Open it.
Yes.
As you walk towards it, it gets up. As you notice, this door has little legs.
It's a fucking mimic.
It's not necessarily exactly that kind of monster, but it does look like a big door. And I want you all to roll initiative for me.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
great.
I was gonna try talk to it.
Well, actually, no,
Natural
because
20.
oh my god, okay.
+1.
Okay, cool.
Natural 1.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh no.
Love a natural 1 for initiative.
Oh my
You
god.
know,
Oh.
healer initiative.
22.
Oh my, okay.
If we're gonna get into battle, I'm gonna go get a drink.
Yeah, I am going to. Okay, send me in text your initiatives really quickly. We're also going to go on break as I draw the map for this room.
On Discord or?
Oh, this was the one thing.
Yeah, on Discord. This is
That
the
was
one thing. All right, BRB. We'll be right back. In like 4 or 5 minutes. We'll just get some tea refills, and we'll be right back.
I'm joking.
Boom. Okay.
Oh.
I'm a
Oh.
door. I'm a door. I'm a door. I'm a door.
I used to
I'm a
love
door.
doing that, wiping off half my makeup.
Yeah. And then just
Yeah.
feel like, fuck, I'm
Same
ugly
until-
without makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my face without makeup now, and I'm just like, where did my eyebrows go? Where did they go?
Mine's got like I
my
have big blue
eyes look a
circles
lot
under.
smaller.
Oh no.
Alright.
I think you're beautiful without makeup, Quinny.
Simp. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Wow. Oh my god.
I love natural girls.
Oh my god.
You don't need to wear makeup for men.
Oh, I'm so, I do it for the girls and the gays.
I do it for
No
the girls.
one's
I
else.
do it. I do it for validation from girls. I admit.
Oh my god, you're so pretty.
Dude, I just do it for fun, man. Just for fun. Feels
Yeah.
nice. It's like
I did
painting.
it because
you know?
I wanted to wear glitter. That was about it.
Oh my god, something I used to do when I was in uni was I used to have glitter brows, so I'd put glitter in my eyebrows, and it was actually like so much fun. And then guess what?
What?
I can't wear makeup to work really anymore.
Oh.
You should get a job where you can wear cool makeup and dye your hair fun
I
colors.
think I need to work in a thrift shop.
Wait, are you not
True.
allowed to wear makeup? Full stop.
Natural
No,
makeup.
I am, but like the thing is, at school everyone wears like tracksuits and no makeup, right? Masks or whatever, essentially. And I, first of all, have waged war on athleisure since the age of about 19, and will never return to those badlands.
Excuse me, you were athleisure when I knew you in Japan. I'm gonna expose you right here.
You can,
You love
because when I was in
athleisure.
Japan, I was trying something. All right, I was trying something. In the words of Captain Holt, didn't really work, and now I have found the thing.
Which is dark academia.
I am the witch. Prince. Anyway, but yeah. And they all wear tracksuits. Those have never really been my thing. And when I say tracksuits, dudes, I'm not talking like kind of a comfortable, fun Adidas, which I maybe some Adidas leggings, you know, yes, I'm into that.
It's like the classic 80s blue with the stripes down the side.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
You're so spice
And
up
do
in here.
Wait, so they wear the same color tracksuit as their jacket, right?
Yeah, boys.
Oh yeah.
Hot.
I'm experiencing a breakdown.
Oh.
I always wear
I only
skirts.
recently.
I wear skirts and fun. I try and wear fun t-shirts, like anime t-shirts, so I have something to talk about with the kids, or like blouses if I'm not wearing like a super fancy skirt. And I am dressed up like for school. I'm wearing like not that dressy stuff, and I'm dressed up. So if I put makeup on, it's already like, whoa, what's she doing?
Oh my god, Emma.
Also
Yeah.
wearing masks all the time. Like,
I love wearing masks because it means you don't have to put makeup on.
exactly. I can wake up at 7:55 because
Yeah.
I don't have to put makeup
But-
on. All I have to do is roll out of bed, wash my face, put on my clothes, and leave.
People treat you very differently here when you wear a mask. Like, I noticed today because usually when I go out, I put a tiny bit of foundation on, so I don't look like a dead person. But I didn't put makeup on today, and I went outside with the mask on. And I swear, 3 people full on told me to get out of the way. I was walking down the street and it's like, "Can you move? I don't really want to come near you. Can you just go over there?" And I was like, "I'm doing it because I'm ugly, not because I'm infected. Just." I get the point, but
Oh man.
You know,
anyway, that was my day.
Yeah, it's the opposite here, really. Like, if you don't wear a mask, I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I wish more people, but I guess it's not really socially acceptable in Australia.
The thing with the mask,
Mm.
I think, is that, or at least here, is that I know it doesn't do a lot, and I know it's not exactly that useful, but showing that you're wearing it, hi, Quinny.
You're
Love
muted.
that. Love that. I have one here, but you can't really see it.
I have
What are you pointing at?
My
This
pimples.
is all from the fucking mask.
Ah.
But showing that you're wearing a mask, it's a way of showing that you're taking responsibility
Yeah,
for your actions.
that's why
Which
I
I
always wear
appreciate.
a mask.
Well, the only thing it does really is if you're sick, maybe it helps a bit more, but it doesn't
what
stop you
if
from getting
you are
sick.
sick?
You shouldn't
What
be
if?
outside in the first place.
But what if you're just a non-exhibiting symptomsy person?
It's
You
true.
don't identify as a
Gracefully
sick
worded.
person.
What if you don't? I don't.
Oh my goodness, no.
All right.
I don't identify as a sick person. I don't think that'll work.
I think with that, we're gonna get into
Who's
combat.
sweaty in the chat? Who's sweaty?
I think I'm pretty sweaty.
Me.
I'm always sweaty.
Wait,
Witty.
You're doing
are
great,
they
sweaty.
talking about when I was wiping off my makeup? Because no, I was just wiping off the paint from my face, so I don't look like a cake anymore.
You look great, Quinny.
Fabulous. All
You
right.
look great, sweaty.
So, first in the order, Core, you're looking down.
It's just me.
All right, you're looking down this room of doors, at this
Yeah.
huge door with tiny little penguin legs in front of you.
Yes.
It's pretty big. It's bigger than you guys. What do you want to do?
Does it look hostile?
It looks like a door.
Oh. Hold on. I'm getting my
Fireball,
spells
fucking
loaded.
kill it. Just kill it.
I would like to.
It's like,
I'd like to levitate the door.
oh my god. Okay.
Please.
Can you? How does that work? Is there a save against that, or you just levitated?
Yeah, it's a con save.
Con save. Okay. Let's see. It's gonna roll con save. Oh, I rolled really well. 19.
Where?
Why can't
Cool,
Neff roll
Sam.
this well? What? Okay, it's like my best roll this session.
Why
Okay.
can't anyone other than the enemies roll this well?
19. Let's go. So it
Come on,
saves.
Tama.
Is there anything else you'd like to do? You are right now at the entrance, right? So you've got the open door behind you, and the room is 100 feet. It goes to the other side. The enemy is like kind of in the middle, so you've got 50 feet between you and the enemy for the most part.
Can I use my free action to go, ahoy?
Yes. And with that, we move to the next person in the order. Baron, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
What should I do?
I like to imagine Baron actually sounds like that.
No, that's
That was
Shrek,
Shrek's
man.
original voice.
Oh my god.
Baron sounds more, yes. Anyway,
Oh, yes.
I literally can't do anything.
Can't even move. I'm stuck. My legs are broken. My
Continue.
spirit, it's destroyed.
I suppose we are trying to attack this thing.
Mm.
So, he casts Fireball.
Alright.
My ball.
Yeah, Fireball.
Well, it's 50 feet.
Loran, who? I only know Baron.
I only know Baron and an old man.
Yeah, I cast Fireball.
Jade triggered. Okay, so you cast Fireball.
Yeah.
Tiny Fury is
So-
safe and sound, but
Yeah, I know.
back in the clearing at this point, Tiny Fury winces a little bit as this Fireball goes off. Now,
Hey. My
How
Fireball
far
didn't
away
hit
are
Tiny
the
Fury.
people? That's
second,
true. How big is this room?
100 by 100 feet.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
good. I'm
By
safe.
like maybe 30 feet up. It's kind of high, but like not super
I'm
high.
safe.
Alright,
Everybody.
So- roll to hit. How it works?
Yeah.
Fireball. So you roll a dex save.
Oh, deck save, okay.
Yeah.
It's a net one.
Haha, fuck you.
It's a door.
You're rolling like 19! 1.
Wait. Let me do this properly.
Does
Okay.
that make the damage crit damage if it's a...
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So
That would be
it just
cool, though.
means.
I was wondering.
Sorry, I need to read up on this. So
Read
8d6
Your heart's content.
on a failed save. Okay. So it also ignites all flammable objects. So
Yep.
is this door flammable?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
This is why I didn't cast fire at the door, because I didn't want to set it on fire.
2, 6, 11, 15,
Let's just leave.
16,
That was fun.
Wait, ignites all flammable objects. The room catches fire.
23. Wait, but then
Mm.
it's only like that area. 27.
It's a big fireball.
Fire spreads.
Wait, did you say 27 points of damage?
Yep.
Oh my god.
There is no more door.
Alright.
Only fire.
It is now ignited, as is... How big is the range? For fire?
It's only 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna draw like a little circle. 20 feet around this thing.
Is it
Yeah,
a
it's
20-foot radius?
Yeah, radius.
So it's a 40-foot
Diameter, yeah. It's,
circle. Of
You've basically
fire.
got now, if you imagine the room, like it's a square room with like a circle. And this is just, okay, this just doesn't show up. It's a square room with like a circle, right? From the edge to the start of the circle, you've got 20 feet of room, 40 feet of fire, and then 20 feet again. Wait, no, that's not 100 feet. 30 feet, then 40 feet of fire, and then 30 feet.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Why don't we just
Great
leave?
is one word. It's on fire. Okay, with that, Jade, it's your move. What would you like to do?
Carry me out of the room. Please.
Okay. Is it still alive, the door?
Yeah.
I intend to throw a dart at it and then activate my sunbeam arms using, like, you know, the lights of the fire, bouncing that light off of my skin. I just go two big sunbeams at this bad boy. So that's 3 attacks. First one,
Let's go.
18 plus 7.
Hits.
Second one, it was almost a natural 20.
It was just a
It-
poor door
it
walking
hits.
around.
15. It is a 15. And then the third one, I'm going to use my jade dice again, is now a 14.
That does not hit.
No. But 2 of them do, so.
Yes.
Righty. That is
Roll some damage for me. How much damage does this door take?
plus 8. 18.
No, Emma. Still New Zealand.
18.
I wasn't really trying anything there. It just kind of came out. 18. And then
Yep.
I would like to run away.
Yes. Would you like... Well, you're right at the entrance, basically. So would you like to
Oh,
run
then
out?
I will wait.
Okay. You guys are all, like, at the entrance, basically, of the... So the door is, like, less than 5 feet behind
Okay,
any one of
I
you.
will
What if that was the door out?
I will take a single step aside and motion my friends the way out.
Okay.
Like, show them the way.
With that motion, it is now Tamar's turn. And Tamar is going to attempt to do a thing. He is going to throw...
Himself.
Actually, yeah, he's going
Out
to
the door.
throw his javelin at the door.
He doesn't have it anymore.
Oh, wait. Did you not give it back to him? Never mind.
He
No,
can
it's
throw
still
a rock.
waiting there.
It's okay. He
Because
can
we
throw a
wanted
rock.
that in case we want to go back.
True. Okay. He doesn't have his javelin. Never mind. He's going to use his great axe to take a swing. No, wait, no. Wait, hold on. Let me just
Yes,
think
it
about this.
Levitating? Isn't it
Wait a minute,
levitating?
is
Oh,
the-
if it's levitating, I can't set the room on fire.
Yeah, true. Okay, the room is not on fire. I take that back. Sorry. If it's levitating, only the door
Wait.
in the air is
Oh,
levitating.
the door is
fire.
levitating.
For how long does it levitate?
But I thought my levitation didn't work.
Did it not work? I
thought it
Oh,
didn't
true.
work.
It's saved. Yeah, it's saved. Sorry. Yeah, it's
Never
saved.
mind.
So
It's
the,
still,
Sorry, I'm
it's
getting
still
confused.
on
That's right.
fire.
yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
He will. Oh my god. Can he even do anything? He's gonna like
Sit down.
kind of get closer to the flames, take a swing, but he's too far away, and kind of just look puzzled for a minute and look at the rest of you. And that's gonna be Tamar's turn. He's gonna try.
Good job, Tamar.
He's trying to intimidate the door. So he's gonna take like a sort of like, stay away from me, kind of like.
Uh-huh.
So he's trying to do. The door looks unfazed. It's the door's turn. The door's gonna move on fire towards all of you. It's gonna move. It's 50 feet away from you, and it can only.
That's horrifying.
It's gonna move to 30 feet away from you.
Scuttling door.
So it moves up closer towards you, waddles on fire. Does it take damage for being on fire? I don't...
Yes!
I have no idea.
You take damage from
What?
being on
Oh, yeah,
fire.
you take 1d6 at the top of each round, I think, is standard for fire. But I
At the top of each round, not at the top of each turn.
Is it only 1d6 or 1d8?
hang on. Let me
Fire's
look it up.
usually
On fire, D&D. Being on fire.
I just know that cold damage is
1d10
1d6.
at the start of its
Yeah.
turn.
Makes sense.
1d10.
It makes sense.
10, she.
That's just the first result that I saw, so I'll just do that.
Okay.
It's fire, boys.
Okay, so it's gonna take a d10 of damage. Jesus Christ! Oh my god. Oh! 9 damage.
That's for elementals, but it's probably fine.
Is it only for elementals?
I mean, it's
Until
probably
someone
fine.
takes an action too. It just says the creature on fire.
It
I'm-
makes sense knowing the different cantrip amount of damage.
I'm just gonna say that this door is, since it's wooden, it's not very. It's gonna take just big amount of damage. We'll just do it that much. It'll make it easy. If there's a different amount, like different creatures that you take, I'll just homebrew this rule for this specific creature that'll take this much damage on each of its turns.
I
At
feel
least
like
in this
wood
battle.
would probably also be. Yeah.
Yeah, just for the sake of like not having to like search up everything. So it's gonna take. It's gonna be. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, it's not doing. It's losing a bit of HP. But with its turn, it's gonna use its movement, and let's see if it's going to. It will do something.
Please don't eat us, Mr. Door.
It's 30 feet away.
To
Yep.
emulate you.
It is going to attempt to hit Tamar.
No.
Because it is close to Tamar now. Because Tamar moved up to the
Bloody
fire.
idiot.
So,
Why would he do that?
it's
Why'd you
going
do that?
to.
Wait, can I react to the door attacking Tamar? Can I use a reaction if it's not attacking me?
Do you have a
You're
feature?
30 feet away from it. What reaction
Yeah.
are you going to use?
No. But just I'm just asking if that's allowed.
Or
can
then you
I-
have like a special item or ability, I think.
Yeah, it
Oh, I
depends.
do. But
What do you have?
not yet. I need him to do the thing first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to need to get. Let's do some rolls.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So what is the door doing?
It's going to need Tamar to make a save, basically. As it attempts to slam on top of him. Is what it's going to do. So he's going to make a saving throw to get out of the way.
Okay.
Which he does not make. He gets slammed by this door as it falls on top of him and deals a fair bit of damage, actually.
Wait.
Yeah?
I like to use my reaction.
Cutting
words.
Yeah. Oh, Quinny, that's great.
Wait, what is it?
So what happens is I
You're
roll
gonna
a
insult
dice.
the door.
Yeah, I roll a dice and then subtract whatever number I get from whatever you
Oh
roll.
my god, I love birds.
Oh, okay, so I'll make the DC lower, I guess.
No,
No,
so
no,
I
so-
roll.
From the
a-
damage, from the damage, I get you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll roll the damage then first.
Okay, and then I'll tell you what I rolled for
Plus-
D8.
Plus 15. Yep. What'd you roll?
Oh, what did you roll?
Oh, I rolled a 15.
Okay, so I rolled a 5, so it's to 10 damage.
Alright, so he's gonna take 10 damage then.
Okay. And then I look at Tamar in the eye and said, "Sorry for calling you Tommy."
It looks like it hurt Tamar a lot when you called him Tommy, and the attack too. But it seems as though the 5 less damage that he ended up taking was a considerable amount of his HP, considering he is also much lower level than all of you. So, or not too much lower, but he's lower than you. So, he's thankful, I think. You can see that in his eyes. And with that, we're going to move to Dreedy. What would you like to do?
Is speaking now in the chat.
Is the door pinning Tamar, like restraining him at all, or is it he just?
No, it's like a sort of...
Okay.
So it just slammed him.
Yeah. It does have that sort of attack. It can grapple like that, but it didn't do that.
Just burn him to death.
Yeah. Well, for my bonus action, what I would like to do is I would like to Misty Step back 30 feet.
Okay, you're now 30 feet outside of the room.
And since
And that means
it
you're...
does seem like the door is hostile, I
Yeah.
would like to position a moonbeam over it.
Gosh, overkill.
Oh my god, let's go.
No, it's creatures acting like not creatures. If it's a shapeshifter, it needs to roll a con save with disadvantage.
Oh wait, I thought you said sunbeam. Yes, moonbeam's good.
If it's a shapeshifter, did you say?
Sunbeam's like a level 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was not thinking. I was not in my brain. Just then.
Okay. What if it's not a shapeshifter?
Then it just rolls its con save regular.
Okay. So, con save time. Do-do-do-do-do. It's a, For some reason, it's not very good. It's 9.
Cool. So it's gonna take the. Oh man, I never get to use D10s.
Oh my god, I'm just scared.
Moonbeam's
My
a
door.
really good spell.
We're definitely
I-
gonna get killed by those golems in the way out.
Yeah, I rolled an 8 and a 9, which I think is a 17.
Oof.
Second level, yeah.
Oof. Okay, let me just math this. Oh my god, okay, yeah. That's a lot of damage. You cast your moonbeam. It's a shit ton of damage. The door's not doing well. It ain't gonna be opening for any more guests anytime soon, it looks like. But it's still hanging on. Still fighting. But it looks like it's down to less than half its health at this point. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Tanky door.
Nope.
Alright. With that, we're back to the top of the order. Core,
Mm-hmm.
you're facing this door, having seen it just slam Tamar with no restraint, on fire. What would you like to do?
Looking at Tamar, just like,
He's like petting flames off of his shirt.
I'll levitate him. Out the way.
Levitate Tamar?
Yeah.
Alright, what's the save?
No, I said, I am like, go on, I'm gonna levitate you. Like, let me.
Oh, okay, you're motioning to him. Okay. Yeah, he'll choose to fail then if you're doing it. If he knows that you're doing it.
Up you go.
Just out of the way.
Yep. Can I grab his leg? Again. Just
Can
pull
you,
it.
if you're levitating, can you move him towards you as part of the spell, or is he levitating in place? Because he's 20 feet ahead of you right now.
I think he just.
Or sorry, yeah.
He controls his movement.
Yeah.
But
it's
not
him
on
basically.
not on Kor's turn, I don't think he does. So he's still like 30 feet ahead of you.
Can
But
I
he
move
could
and grab his
summon-
foot?
Yeah, you can,
Yes.
you can.
I was gonna say that's a fun way to do it.
Okay, you grab his foot. He
Okay,
looks like
so-
he looks
Oh
at
no,
ease.
no, no, no! Actually, no! I'm not gonna grab his foot. I'm gonna be like, "You're coming to me," because I don't want to get in range of the table.
Okay, all right.
No, thank you. But he's not in range of the table anymore either. So again, saved his life.
Okay.
Ha! Who's sorry now?
Wait, how high do you levitate him?
It's 20 feet
Keep
20
closing
feet?
this
He's
page.
technically still in
20 feet.
range.
default.
But he's
it's
in the air, so it's hard for the table to reach him. Can the table
True.
jump 20 feet in the air?
It has
Yeah, Thomas.
it has a range of attacks. Also, it's a door. It's not a
Alright.
table. But
Oh, sorry.
it
I
can,
keep saying it's a table because it has arms.
but it won't be able
I'll
to
say if it has
use.
arms and legs.
So technically it is a table now.
Yeah.
It only has 2 legs. It doesn't seem to have any arms.
The real table is a tabletop game we played along the way.
Okay.
Wait.
And ooh, Valentino.
All right. So with that, if there's nothing else you'd like to do, we shall move to Baron's turn. Baron, what would you like to do?
Okay. Darn it. I'm pretty useless, eh?
I'm so Australian.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm pretty useless, eh?
I decide to cast my signature spell, Vicious Mockery,
Yeah.
Oh.
the door. If it can hear me, but it doesn't need to understand me,
Mhm.
it needs to take a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It is unaffected by vicious mockery, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
Fine.
It's mean to say.
Okay. For my bonus action,
Mhm.
I decide to be super inspiring by using my opera voice. And I bestow upon who should I give it to? Tamar, an inspiration die.
Okay.
Because I think he's gonna get himself killed.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you know what?
Do you
let's-
say that? I inspire you because I think you're gonna die.
Alright, he's
Yeah.
got an inspiration die. How much does that add to his roll later on? That can be used whenever, right?
Yes, within the next 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's plenty of time. That's like this whole battle.
To any ability check, attack roll, saving throw,
How much is like
etc.
1d4?
1d8.
1d8. Sweet! Okay, let me write that. 1d8.
Use it on your death saves.
Oh my death saves. There's so much
What?
faith in tomorrow. Alright. So, with that, Baron. Jade, you're next in the order.
Hello.
What would you like
My
to do?
name's Jade.
Hi, Jade.
So the door is within my reach, I'm assuming still?
It is 30 feet away from anybody who hasn't moved from the door.
I
So-
will.
I think only Vridridi is further than 30 feet away right now.
But it is on fire.
Yes. It is on
So I
fire.
don't really want to get too much closer.
No.
Ooh, this is new. What is this?
Is this fire? You can't get burnt because you're a rock.
But
I'm
clothes
doing my
can.
Pokemon
Unfortunately,
type.
D&D Beyond doesn't recognize this.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, interesting. I wonder if that's worth doing. Nope, I might save that. Okay, I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did last time. 3 attacks. 2 big burning fists. I will
Go for it.
move 5 feet closer,
Mm-hmm.
purely because the range is 30 feet, and I want to make sure I'm getting it.
Yeah.
So, first one. 10 and plus 7 is 17.
Hits.
Second one. 22. And the third
Hits.
one is 9.
Does not. The first 2 hit, the
No.
third does not.
Cool. It takes how many? 8 plus. Oh, not that great. 5. It takes 13 points of damage
Ooh.
as I chuck a dart, followed by Iron Man hands, Radiant Sunbolts.
Alright.
Ooh.
Boom bam.
That is, yes. And I'm going to just wait until everybody starts going, and then I'm going to go.
Okay.
When everyone else starts leaving, that's my cue.
The door seems like it's going down. I mean, it's not looking very good. It's worse for wear every round that it goes.
Cool.
Tamar's turn. So, Tamar, he's floating. And from his height, he can reach the door because the door is pretty tall. Even if the door doesn't have necessarily a good range for him, he's going to attempt to make an attack before he uses his movement to get back to core. So that he can get a little bit in on the door itself. And now he is within range to actually do an attack
Well,
finally.
he's not a complete failure.
But Thomas, we don't want him to get burnt.
He can still attack without getting burnt.
Can he?
Pretty
Oh,
sure.
no. I don't trust him.
As long as he's not using his arms to punch or anything like that, he should be good. He's going to attempt to use his great axe, which has a range, to swing at the top of the door from where he's currently levitating. Let's see if he makes contact with the door or not. Nope! He misses. Swings, he's too afraid of the fire. He just doesn't want to get too close.
Come on!
And this is why I gave you an inspiration die.
Let's just say that using the inspiration die now would be a waste of an inspiration die, as he rolled the only thing that you can roll that's not as bad as a nat one. So he's gonna move.
Okay.
He's gonna move a little bit away, but he's only gonna move partially away. He's gonna move, I think, halfway between. He's gonna move like 20 feet away. So he's 10 feet away from the exit, so 10 feet in front of all of you, and 20 feet away from the door. And he's gonna be kind of just in the air. So Core, he's 10 feet away from you, and with that, he's gonna end his turn. It is now the door's turn. So the door is gonna use its turn and attempt. Well, actually, it's not gonna attempt anything. First, it's gonna take some damage.
Ah, yes.
It's going to burn a little bit more. It would make a sound.
It's also going to take moonbeam damage since it's starting its turn in the moonbeam.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's do the fire damage first, because I need to do math. This is already a lot.
You need to do meth? Thomas,
Yes.
we've talked about this. I cannot believe this.
Hey, this is not safe for work.
Don't worry, the stream is rated mature. You gotta press yes to be able to view it, so look, it's fine.
So everybody is, yes.
Okay, it's already actually doing really badly. But yes, how much does it take from the moonbeam?
Another con save.
Oh my god. It might not actually live much longer. 10?
No. Cool. Okay, it's only 7 damage this time though.
It's got more hit points than me.
7 damage, okay.
That's a sad
Oof.
realization.
It's looking
too.
bad. It's looking really bad. It could be finished off soon, probably. The door is like falling apart slowly.
Fire
Pieces of it are like the embers of the door charring.
Fire damage.
Yeah, I did the fire damage already as well.
Fire burning on the
So it's
door.
doing worse for wear. But it is still going to attempt to do a move, a schmoove. It's going to attempt to schmoove and groove. It's going to try to hit you, Jade.
Okay,
So it's going to roll to hit
I'll
you.
certainly try.
It's going to attempt to whack you.
Ouch.
Kind of like swing open like a door does.
Yep.
Oh, this might actually not hit. Does a 14 hit you?
No, 17.
Okay, it misses.
Wow, you're tanky.
So, it swings itself
Jump away.
at you, and it kind of doesn't really. It doesn't have very good senses or sense perception. So, seems like maybe that's why it just kind of missed. You're also very agile, so it's kind of a combination of those factors that just wasn't its day.
Mhm.
And it's going to move a little bit closer to the rest of the group. It's going to move another 10 feet. And it's 20 feet from all of you, 10 feet from Jade, 10 feet from Tamar. Dreedy, your move.
Oh.
Yes,
How
Jade.
far away was it when it moved away from me?
How far was it? I thought it was like right at you, so
Was it
you were like right
from
up to
me?
it. How close
If
did
it
you
was-
move
if
originally?
it's- I moved only about 5 feet. If that would have got me within
Oh, okay,
5
yeah.
feet,
Oh, no, it was 30 feet away from you before you
It-
moved initially.
it was close enough to whack me. If it then moves out, I get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, like that, okay.
Yeah.
Take opportunity, go. Oh my god.
It was almost a natural 20, and then it hit a bunch of dice. You dumb shit, die. That's it. Yeah, it was 2 plus 7, 9. It
Does not
almost was a natural 20, and then you hit
Almost.
my d10. You dumb, dumb,
Alright.
dumb, dumb.
It moves a bit away.
Okay.
Dreedy, what would you like to do?
I'd like to move the moonbeam back onto it. And I'd like it to roll another constitution save.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, it rolled an 18.
Okay, it does make the save. However,
Still takes damage?
it's gonna take half of 18, which is 9. And I'm gonna get another picture because pretty dice, but also
Oh, did you post it in the chat?
Yeah, it's so pretty. I reacted.
Oh, this
with
is
my
really nice.
googly eyes.
I can't view this. I can't show this on the stream, but this is so lovely. Oh my god. Oh, and the gourd dice. Oh my god. I didn't even see these.
You've all got some pretty boys. Oh, I haven't reacted.
Heart react.
Yeah,
Heart
Everyone
react.
Okay.
with googly eyes. No, react
Okay,
with googly eyes.
So,
I want to react with sparkles.
just put the stamps. Okay. With that, as you move the moonbeam, even though it saves,
Oh.
it just seems like the door couldn't handle anymore, and it splinters apart, breaks down, falls away, and it burns up. And the room around you, as the door seems to fall, and you start to exit out of initiative, the doors around you fade away, and all that's left now, the charred remains of the door that you fought, the open door behind you, or in Dreedy's case, the open door in front of you, and then one closed door that doesn't fade on the other side of the room.
Let's go open it.
You go up and you open it. As you open the door, it is not locked. You see before you one final thing. You see a very regal looking chest, decorated, ornate, gold trimmings. As you open it, if you do, you find some interesting items. A few of them. Oh, actually, you find 2 items, but one of them is really cool. I really like this one item. But you find a vintage flask of rare oils
Yes.
worth just about 250 gold. You are now
This is the point and click.
you are now 3/4 of the way to completing the
You have
Triforce.
achieved 3/4
Auto-save.
Autosave.
Autosave point. You collect your rare oils with 250 gold. And there is one other item core that you see in here now. You see a teeny weeny little door inside the chest, about the size of a credit card. And
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to send you later with the things for the because this is a specific, unique homebrew item. But basically, it's an expendable item. It's got a one-time chance, or sorry, not an expendable thing, but you can use it once per door. You've got a one-time chance of unlocking any stone or wooden door of 25%. So what you would do with this is if you want to use this item on any locked door, once, when you use it, you roll a D100 basically, and anything from 75 to 100 will cause the door to unlock. But anything lower than that, it won't work. Say again.
That's super cool.
It's once per door.
Once
So-
per door.
So it's
alright.
not once per day, meaning that if there's a locked door to like a palace or something that's super important, and you try to use this item on it once and it doesn't work, it will never open that door. But any door that it does open, you can open with this thing, leave it locked. So it's kind of like a magic item.
I love that.
So, with that, you finish this part of the quest. You've collected now 3/4 of everything that you need. You're ready to find, hopefully, maybe, possibly, if you'd like to, the remaining oil somewhere on this island. Who knows? It's going to be a
I
fun
wonder
little
where it
collecting
is.
adventure.
What if there isn't, and this is just a big troll?
That would be really funny and really cool.
If we do that, we're gonna sacrifice one of your favorite characters.
I
Oh
already
my-
made that promise at the beginning, and I will stick to it. Fine.
Who is Thomas's favorite character? Lots of questions.
Oh, my favorite, you mean like my favorite NPC?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know.
It's hard to pick
We
a
need to know
favorite.
so we can kill them. I bet there is one. I bet there is one. We'll
I don't
find
know.
out.
It changes every session. Every
It
session I
might,
have
be,
like
it might be Lady Valentine.
The
No.
Tabaxi massacre began.
the Tabaxi
Cloud.
massacre.
We'll go
Kill all the
sacrifice
animal
clouds
creatures.
Now you know what it
and
is.
Oliver's.
I think my favorite NPCs like change with the session. Like this session, right? I had like lots of Tamar here, so like Tamar was like my favorite this session. But then like other
Tamar
sessions
was
where
found-
Avros
no.
is there for like the whole session and Tamar's in presence and
Avros,
like
I miss Avros.
Mm.
He's so good.
I like.
Not that I don't like Tamar, but Avros is great. I love what you've done with Avros.
I enjoy all of the NPCs.
Mm.
I do enjoy our good friend Freddy. Who's so
Oh yeah, let's build a bomb.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll sacrifice Freddy and
But
Mort.
he doesn't have to die. Yeah, if he.
No,
No.
but we like Freddie and Mort.
Yeah, but
not,
it's-
but I will.
What's an
do
NPC
it.
we don't know very well that we could sacrifice without
old
killing ourselves?
old Calarella.
Dario?
Oh, but we know Dario.
Hmm.
Lady Valentine. Because Thomas made a pit crew of Lady Valentine. That means.
Oh yeah, that's it. Lady Valentine. Everyone get the
Dude,
pitchforks.
You know why though? I was looking at like when I was creating the pick route, I was thinking like I don't know who to make, and I looked at the skin colors, and they had a green one there, so I was like, ah,
She reminds me
A
of
lizard.
yeah.
Oh,
I can't make a lot of the no. She's like she's got that same sort of green skin tint that like it's common for like half orcs to have,
alright.
or like I mean you get half orcs with like red
half
tints,
orc.
purple tints, blue tints, or at least in this world you do. But she has aside from the skin tint, she doesn't seem to have many other or
I don't
any
know
other
why,
orc
but I always
characteristics.
imagined her to be a tiefling.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it's
okay.
because Edge. I think you've got Edge. on the brain.
Yeah, true. I
Yeah.
envisioned her as like a tiefling.
Edge is in the book. Lol.
Yeah. Until she
Made it.
dies horribly.
Yeah, she
Oh
did.
my god.
Well, she did die kind of horribly in the original one as well.
Yeah. But she lived longer in the campaign.
Longer, was it worth it? She did kind of get
I
melted.
still have her armor. I still wear that armor. It's wonderful.
What about her fist? My fave.
Fists of Fury. Oh my god.
Fist. Bullshit.
But I think, okay, with that, we'll wrap it up here. To everybody who watched, thank you very much for watching. If you watch this on Twitch or YouTube, this will be uploaded on YouTube at some point. I need to upload the other session! I keep forgetting!
Don't,
They
Tommy.
will both be up on YouTube very shortly. We'll be back again. Also, thanks to all the players for playing. Appreciate and love you very much. Thanks for making time for this session. I know it doesn't work out very well a lot of the time for a lot of people's schedules, so it means a lot that you guys make time to make it here. So lots of love.
Always.
But we'll be back. We'll be back on Sunday for the Disappointment Crew, episode
75.
75.
Hello.
Yes.
If you want, hey, if Shrekmas ever wants to do a step in again,
Yeah, but you guys left him.
Yeah, we
You
left
guys
him in
left
Cal-
him.
How about when we get back to Calcam, we'll find Shrekman?
I don't,
yeah, still kind of there. So, hey,
no, Shrek obviously left Calcan by now. He's probably doing his own duties, protecting his brothers of Bahamut or something.
In a prayer. We are going to be going to a prayer. I think
Defending justice or
at the
something.
moment we're in a shissel, and then we're going to go to the Maasai. And then
A
we're going to come
shizzle,
back.
like
it's
it's
just
like-
like you haven't been.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
haven't
Italy. It's like fantasy.
It's like where
Italy.
Hogwarts is. We're going to the magic
Oh
school.
yeah.
oh,
Dude, I'm
that's-
excited. I'm excited to see where we're gonna go.
Yeah. I'm so excited for family lunch.
It's gonna be good.
Which family? Don't you have
Right,
like
Ryan's
50
family.
cousins?
He has
Thousands.
one cousin
And parents.
and parents.
And very distant cousins as well.
I'm excited and terrified. I feel like you could very easily like go wrong. Oh, this is actually before we sign up. This is an interesting question. How do we meet? Oh my god, this is different for all
How
of us.
did-
I think.
As in, like,
Characters of people.
how did we people meet?
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh yeah, that's a fun time. Oh my god. So I actually have really fun stories for all of you. So, number one, Quinny. I arrive at my dorm in Tokyo and I'm like sweating. My hair is falling out of its buns and I have a huge fucking suitcase and I'm just dragging it through the side of the building. And I see you walking like past, and then you just turn heel and are like, "Hi, dude, what's up?" or some shit. I can remember exactly what you were wearing, and you like helped me move my bag and everything, and you stayed with me for hours, and then took me to
Harajuku.
Daiso. Harajuku Daiso, and that was the first time we met, and that was great. Led to many good things. Oh my gosh! Then Lily, this is my favorite story to tell. Japanese class. I'm sitting at my desk and we're all doing Jiko Shokai, and Lily and I do our Jiko Shokai, self-introduction. And I'm like, wow, Lily's got like lots of similar interests to me. And you know what? I'm an introvert, so I was like, I don't really
It's like
know.
what's going through your brain versus what comes out your mouth.
I can't really verbalize very well, and I'm a bit awkward. So I was like, okay, we have lots of similar interests. I should like, talk to her about that. So I turn around and I just go, we're very similar. And that's it. And she just looks at me like, and thank God you were sitting next to James, who I actually knew. Otherwise, I might have said,
That's really good.
And then Thomas, I heard your voice from downstairs in Lily's house when I went to Sydney.
Oh, I
And
remember that. Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Huh? Where
Yeah,
was this?
I was staying at Lily's, and I went.
Oh, right.
I was staying at Lily's, and I went downstairs. Well, I was getting ready, and I heard Thomas, and I recognized his voice because I was like,
Because
"Yeah."
Emma wouldn't wake up to take Thomas from the airport to my house, and I was like,
Are you serious?
This is when I was flying over to Sydney to visit you.
Halfway across the world.
Those are some good times. I love all those photos that we took.
I have quite a few, yeah.
How did Lily, Quinny, and Lily? You guys met at the same time we kind of met, didn't you?
Yeah, because
I
I was friends
next
with
to
Wendy.
you.
Yeah, I was friends with
Yeah,
Wendy.
yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah,
Wendy
and
was
then-
like, look out for Quinny. She's interesting. And I was like, Quinny, alright. I'd heard of Quinny before. Like I thought you were Quinny at first, Emma, because I thought Wendy had said Queenie. And I thought
Yeah.
you
I
looked
was-
like a Queenie. And you were very like,
Ooh.
you had like a very big personality and you kind of like stood out a lot in class. I was like, that must be Queenie. And then we left the class and I was like, no, that's Queenie. And then, yeah. And then Quinny became.
The little
Quinny.
goblin.
And then Quinny invited me to go have a drinking party with you guys. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I kind of sort of forget the details a little bit of how I met all of you guys individually. I remember as Emma's one night she brings it up. But like, Lily, do you remember how we met? Because I know that we were in the same like Japanese class in university in like
I'm such an asshole to people in my
2016?
Japanese classes. I don't notice. No, I met you at an anime night. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, and then I was like, oh, hang on, wait a minute, aren't we in the same Japanese class once we went? And I was like, oh yeah, cool. And then we
Yeah.
just started like slowly hanging out more. And then
Yeah,
you
like-
mentioned
like-
ice skating, and I was like, ice skating sounds cool. And then we started doing that. Oh.
Yeah.
Queenie, I think I met for the first time. Was that in person or was that on video call?
Video call.
Video call first, and then that's true for Emma and Aylin as well. I met you guys.
It was
Yeah.
through-
We've never met Aylin in person, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet. Well, one day. One day.
Has Emma ever met Aylin in person?
No, but
I-
actually, I met Aylin it's different. I met Aylin, well, online. This is also a fun story. I met Aylin
Yeah.
online because I really wanted to play D&D, and this is back in first term of uni before we did our D&D game in person. And I was feeling withdrawal symptoms because I played D&D IRL with my friends back home. And I scrolled down on Twitter, and I just found some random dude, someone I follow retweeted. His name's Stefan. He's great. He was like, I want to put a team together. And I was like, I have been summoned. And so I DM'd him, and he was like, sure, yeah, you can play. And Aylin was in that team. And yeah, it was a good time. So, and we played that together, and now we're in this together. And we're in Shiny Boys together.
I have a confession to make about that campaign. Back in Japan, when we first started playing, I constantly had an inferiority complex that our game wasn't as fun as your Pebble Posse game. And I was always like, what if we're not being as fun for Emma? Because Emma used to draw the Pebble Posse on her whiteboard, and I was like, maybe Emma doesn't like our game. I was really like trying to make it fun.
We're more fun.
Oh, I absolutely loved it. I just was like, I was like still getting back into my DM groove. I hadn't DM'd since early 2016. So
Queenie and her sashimi slicer, I have so many
I made
memories of that.
I'm still making loads of mistakes. My big problem at the moment is like, well, I don't know if I should say it out loud because then it's like my
You
big
can't
problem
do
at the
that.
moment
Pet peeve.
is like preparing stuff, and then when something seems more fun in game, I'll just be like, yeah, let's go with that. And then making my life incredibly difficult.
Dude, I do that all the time. That's so much more fun
That
doing
is
that way.
literally this campaign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's heavily that.
It's fun. Did we not turn off the stream?
But yeah,
No, we're still streaming.
One
was-
of the viewers asked a few questions, so we were answering.
yeah, we're doing a
Oh,
Q&A.
Yeah.
we were pretty off track, didn't
Yeah.
But okay, I think in that case, I'll end it there. Thank you to everybody who watched. If you haven't followed already, be sure to do so because we're going to be back with more awesome content for D&D for both of our campaigns. And with that, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching.
we?
Ciao for now.
Yeah.